Good evening, the lads. Or good evening, shall I say. Daniel Cooper, what's going on, mate? First in, Alex Coombs. Evening, lads. And Jordan. I thought you said you couldn't make tonight's stream. I guess you must have cancelled some plans to make it. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, all of you lads. Really, really do appreciate it. Hope you're all doing super, super well on this fine Thursday evening. How are the midweeks? How is the midweek lineups looking for you lads? I'm not doing too well personally. I don't think this is going to be excruciatingly frustrating. I think Dave Richards, Dave Taylor, what's going on, lads? Welcome. Have a look at this little number. It's a 4-man lineup. I didn't really think to prioritize under 23 rare this midweek, even though I had 3 under 23 goalkeepers starting. Daniel says, distracted me from woeful Liverpool performance. What's the score? Is it still 2-1, Dan? We've got a little cap 224-man piece as well. Hopefully Spitic. Is he playing? Do we know if he's starting? Alex says, could be on for a card from 240 that I built for him. Alex, I'd love to hear that, mate. That's very ideal from us. This was absolutely woeful. Have a look at this. Costa concedes 3. James Hill was on the bench. Moran error led to goal. Sam Greenwood, 7 or 8 AA, no DA. Batterina hopefully plays tonight, but it doesn't really matter. This is incredibly annoying, by the way. Modric penalty miss. Timber big chance created and big chance missed. Delinga did just score, to be fair, which is nice. But I still think I'm miles off it, to be fair. Is Bart even starting? Do we know if Bart starts? I haven't even looked at the lineups, to be fair. Daniel says 2-1. Johnny, what's going on, mate? I was just going to have a look at the Brighton. Is Bart in goal? He's not. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, lads. What's going on there? That means the Steels played like the last 3 out of 4 then, technically. Because Bart played last Prem game, but Steele played like the last 2 before that. Interesting. I really thought Verbruggen would start tonight, to be honest. So yeah, that one's caught me off guard a little bit. And then 240, unfortunately, Leighton Clarkson's a sub. We ideally need him to come off the bench, realistically, for us to have any hope of hitting the threshy here, but I'm not holding my breath at all. But yeah, not really too much going on, lads, to be fair, this midweek for myself. But yeah, happy to hear. Yeah, I was just getting distracted by David's, honestly, Barton Steele, an absolute nightmare. Oh, tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. But I was just going to sort of reiterate, hopefully Alex manages to get that card from your 240 lineup. Pedro Mitomera in Mohammed says, we love to hear it. We love to hear it, lads. But yeah, this is probably the most disappointing one. Even though, well, yeah, if I added the highest goalkeeper score that I have is obviously Bazunu, 57. So you add that into here, we get to what? We're in for a tier 1, basically. If that was the case, if I did play him there. USG are 3-1 up against Liverpool. Jesus Christ. What is going on the pool? I know we have Kelleher conceded a 3rd free kick. Is that what you mean by that? I assume you mean free kick from that. I was going to have a look at the Dynamo Zagreb lineup. Is Batterina and... Yeah, Batterina is back. Spitic is on the bench. Okay. Vidovic starts. Susic, Ritovsky. Well, I'm happy to see Batterina back, even though it doesn't mean anything for me tonight. Annoyed a little bit that Spitic's on the bench, but I kind of could see that coming, to be fair. I was just hoping that my 220 score improves in that sense. So, yeah, we'll take it. We've managed to put up a relatively... I mean, it's a score. It's the 4th score of my my long form. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully we can better that this weekend. Currently 58th. David says he's swearing. Ah, right. Sorry. I'm not down with the... Let me turn my... I feel like I'm a little bit low. Am I a little bit low, lads? I don't know. Maybe I am. Zaniolo with his first goal, me says. Okay. Any thoughts on swapping Emre Can for... What is it? Rebetone. Is that how you spell it? Or is it Rebatone? How do you spell his name? Yeah, Johnny, let me know how do you spell his name? Or am I just spelling it wrong? David says, Harry, I need your help if possible. Danny Ward, is he getting a January move so he's ready for the playoffs? There's one on the market and I'm tempted. Yeah, I did have a look because I think Pavel owns a couple, doesn't he? I did have a little look, to be fair. But, like, mate, I honestly don't know. Genuinely now, like, I don't rate him as a keeper, if I'm being brutally honest. Like, where does he play? Like, let's be realistic. If he does get a move, is it even championship? Genuinely now. That's like a genuine question. Like, I don't even know if he gets a champ move. And it's a weird one, isn't it, for a goalkeeper? Like, do goalkeepers really move in January and play games of football, realistically? Like, I know, you know, Rob Page will want him to go out and play somewhere. But, like, for a goalkeeper, it's a bit of a weird one, I think. Robertone Argentinian. Okay, let me have a look. Robertone. Here we go. Lucas Robertone. Okay. Sorry, lads, I'm just catching up. Fenerbahce are killing it. Neither do I, in fairness. But if he gets championship levels, that's massive for Sorare. Completely agreed, David. It's probably worth the gamble at the price he's at, let's be honest, isn't it? What was he, 100 quid? 120 quid. Like, you could probably get it for a little bit cheaper. I don't know about the Super. Super is obviously a bit of a stretch. But, like, getting a rare in, you can't really... Like, getting it for 100 quid, you're basically 2.5 thresholds away of, you know, paying him back in that sense. And, you know, hopefully Wales have 2 games in March. So you're guaranteed 2 games. Well, not, okay, that's a lie. You're guaranteed 1 game. Basically guaranteed 2 games, hopefully. And, like, I don't know. It probably is worth the risk at that point. If it was like 200 quid, I'd probably say no. Alex says bottom half champ loan. Maybe. But, like, it's dangerous. When goalkeepers just aren't playing football, it's hard to, like, put them on the market and go, okay, well, you know, you're good enough now to come in and start for us. Like, it's just... I just don't know if it really works. But just having a look at this Robert Tony guy. So, selling for 60 quid. 26 years old. 51 AA, by the way. Jesus. That is not bad at all. Okay. I mean, it looks like he scores well. I'll be honest, I've not really come across him, to be fair. And then you want to get an Emre Can, is it? Emre Can, or Chan. Well, I don't know. I'd probably say the other guy's a better card. But then... I don't know. Obviously, in a worse team, if he gets relegated next season, surely, if he does stay, surely this card's an absolute smasher in the second division, no? Daniel says, stinks of weak MLS team. Potentially, Dan. How many Premier League keepers swapped out lately? Yeah, agree, but, like, it's not like teams signing other goalies. It's more like one gets injured and obviously the second one steps up. Like, I don't know. Unless something drastic's happened at a club where, like, both keepers... That's what you need. You need basically both your first team keepers to be injured for Danny Ward to come in and play, I think. Do we know anything about Robert Sanchez? Probably not. I'm sure we're going to know more tomorrow, Dan, excuse me, after the deadline show. So I assume, yeah. Also, Quiddy will be joining us tonight, lads, at some point. He sent me a message earlier saying if he wants, well, he just said if you want me to join the stream and hop in and just have a little chat later, then yeah, he said he's more than happy to do so. So we'll have Quinny in later. We'll build some lineups first, obviously, for you guys who are members. And then, yeah, we'll have Quinny in for a little chat. And obviously, me and Quinny will do the deadline stream tomorrow as well, of course. But, yeah, that's kind of that. I really need to sell Can for Robertone. I've been thinking, well, right. So you have Chan and you want to sell for Robertone. Yeah, I'd probably try and sell that Emre Chan if you can. I'm saying Chan far too many times. I'm losing my bearings here, lads. Sorry. Okay, let's get into some lineup building, lads. You've submitted all your builds to me, so I thank you greatly for that. And the first build we're going to do is Alex Coombs, who is looking for a 240, 220, 270 / All-Star Limited. So we'll go into 240 first and see what we can do here. It is Chan, isn't it, John? Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying Can and whatever. It's definitely Emre Chan. Right, come on then. Let's get some lineup building going. What have we got cooking here then? Trevor Carson away to Ross County. Neto at home to Luton. Feels good. 49 L15 feels usable as well. Lavore Majig away to Locomotive. I don't love that. West Ham at home to Wolves. Okay. Leno away to Newcastle. Doesn't feel too fun. Angus Gunn away to Ipswich. I feel like that is a 2-1 or 3-1 game. To who, I don't know. But I think Neto's the play so far there. So we've got big Sule. Is Sule? I know he played midweek. Didn't he get like a clearance off? I actually watched him get a clearance off the line. Yeah, he smashed it. So he was a sub for 71 minutes. I assume that means Sule comes back in this weekend. I can only assume, but let's just double check what Play Sharper tells us. And Sule is back. That is a very tasty L15, by the way. 36 on Sule. Away to Augsburg. That feels very, very good. Let me just double check there's nothing else, standing out to us. But, to be fair, I know if Alex Coombs is not here to sort of give his part, then I would like to maybe save a Sule for 220. Did he want 220 after this, or did he want... Yeah, he did. Interesting. Ethan Pinnock. Okay, let's have a little look what else we can get going on in the other positions. Ivanusek, is he down to start? I think he started last night, didn't he? I can't remember if he got hooked early on, though. Away to Hercules is a very good matchup. Yeah, he's 70% on. That feels really good as well. Frankie de Jong, Mark O'Hara, Granite, Stindl. Okay, let's throw Ivanusek in there for now. Use up 41 of our L15s. Everyone seems to be buzzing off this Robertone guy. Everyone seems to be buzzing off him, to be fair. Okay, we've got Lewandowski. We've got this Danny Eriche. 3 DAs in 2 games. Feels fun. Mirandes away. Very nice L15 to L5 ratio. We've got Wisa, Adamido away, Banda. Okay. Branthwaite. I'm going to go with this guy first. I might save Lewandowski for the 220. Because I think we've got more than enough. Yeah, we don't even need to use Sule here. We've got loads of L15 points left over. Could go for a little Murray Wallace at home to Huddersfield. Can get decent AA, to be fair, as well. I mean, we only want to win we only want to hit the cap here, realistically. He could be a good play. Very decent play, actually. Let's throw him in then. We've got 58 points. This allows us to get a bit of a smash it in here then. We don't need to be too conservative at all. We can't go Pinnock. We could go Jonathan Tah, who's been very good recently, I believe. I think he's playing tonight, though. I say he's been really good. He's been okay. Last 3 hasn't been great for him, but we could go Joachim Anderson, Kakare away to Monaco. We could throw a Kakare in here. I'm sure you'll be busy. Busy versus Monaco. Yeah, you know what? Kakare could be the play there. I kind of don't mind that at all. And I'd probably captain him. It's a decent 240. It's a very decent 240. Now for the 220, I guess we could use a common player, which is probably going to be Meret. Or do we... Where do we use our common, basically, is kind of the key to this. Like, So he wants 240, 220, 270. Then All-Star Limited. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, we have enough goalies to cover the rest of the competitions. So we don't need to use a limited here. We could use common Alex Meret. Let's throw Sule in there because he's ridiculously cheap. And that feels like something we should probably do. I'm not in love with any of the mids, common-wise. Up front is still probably Lewan, isn't it? Like, could we do something like this? Meret in goal. Does Frankie... I think Frankie was ill, wasn't he, this weekend? Sorry, this midweek. I'm pretty sure he was ill. Frankie's on at 80%. Stindl could be a play. DAs have been there recently, but no AA game. Which is not concerning, but I would like a little bit more from him, I would say. Mark Roker away, Ben Sharif away to Leeds. How did he score at home to Southampton? Yeah, pretty good. He could be a decent play. Tangled Berry, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining us. You know what? I am going to go Frankie here. Pair him with Lewan. Potentially gets a double DA. Who knows? And then we've got 51 points left to spend on. We could go with Thomas Suchek. Interesting one. Branthwaite away to Espanyol feels okay. Let's have a look. I know Andorra is struggling. Did I say Espanyol? Yeah, Espanyol away to Andorra. He's down to play. They're odds on to win, which I don't mind considering they're away. And it does allow us to boost out the cap fully. And I'd probably then go and captain Frankie, to be fair. That's a decent 220 lineup if I've ever seen one. I can't lie. That is really decent. So I'm just checking. Leighton Clarkson is still not on the field. They've made 4 subs. Aberdeen. And they're 2-0 up, which is quite crazy. Delinga's been hooked as well. Okay. Villarreal are winning. Okay. Okay. Montadays, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining us. That's the 220 done. And then I think he said he wanted 270 done. So let's have a look at what this... Ooh, did we get... Okay. Connor's got an absolute banging lineup in here. In H we trust. I know you can't see what I'm seeing. Oh, wait there. What we'll do is... Have a look at that, lads. One of the lads in the members Discord has just sent me this screenshot. I don't know how well you can see it. But yeah, basically I built this lineup for Connor. And he's smashing it. He's got Simmer to play now at 8 o'clock. And yeah, he's got a good... I think he said he can't catch first. Yeah, can't quite catch first. Thank you, Mr. Midweek in H we trust. Lads, what can I say? What can I say? Buzzing for you, Con. It looked a good lineup when we built it. And yeah, I'm just buzzing to say that it's obviously... Yeah, turned out to be a good one. So yeah, let's get into this 270 then for Alex. So we've got Leno at home, away to Newcastle. Fabianski with the highest clean sheet probability. Is Fabianski gonna play? Does big Fabianski play for us? Okay, so we haven't got lineups yet because I guess they play tonight, don't they? Let's have a look at what West Ham are saying. Okay, Fabianski does play. Has he been playing every game, Fabianski? I feel like Areola's been playing, no? Like in the league? I swear Areola's been playing. Alright, yeah, he conceded 5 to Fulham. Okay. And he played the game before that against Tottenham. So that kind of tells me he probably plays on the weekend, right? You'd assume so. But anyway, let's go somewhere else. Let's go... Maybe go Trevor Carson. Let's go Big Trev. And see what else we can find. So we got 270 points here, so we don't need to be too conservative. Pinnock probably fits in quite nicely. Areola's injured, Dave says. Appreciate that, Dave. Yeah, I do appreciate you letting us know that Areola injured as well. Thank you, ILT. Thank you for joining us as well this evening, mates. I appreciate it a lot. We'll go Big Ben. What can we do for forward position? Wisa. Don't really like that. We've got 105 points left. Serki Dembele scored really well last night. Siriki, or however we're going to pronounce it. It's a tough matchup against Leicester, though. Really tough. It could be Banda time. Yeah, we'll go Banda. Banda probably fits in nicely there. 53 points left. Could be Ricky. Might go Big Ricky. Some good AA, but nothing that's going to sort of send us into the stratospheres of like 80 pluses. Where like if we get like a little cheeky Souček in here, you just never know. If he gets that goal, 5 goals in 5 games. I know one of them, two of them are for Czech Republic, sorry, but it's decent going, that is. Got smashed against against Fulham. Burgess could be a decent shout. What has he been scoring like? Not great. Okay. Maybe he's not a decent shout. Danny is being okay in games where they're winning, but I can't guarantee they're going to win against Valladolid, who are a decent team. So I don't really love the sound of that. Eric Garcia could be a decent shout. He's been scoring pretty well-ish. Again, probably not enough to see us over the line. Mark O'Hara, Granit Xhaka, but we don't have enough points for Granit, so that's a bit annoying. Mark Roca could be a play. Again, hasn't been great of late. What do we do? Benrahma linked to Saudi. Interesting. Oh, anyone think Benrahma to Saudi? I've not really heard too much about that situation, but who knows? Potentially could be in for a payday. I can't see why he wouldn't be, or wouldn't want to at least. Right, okay. What else have we got cooking here? Janelt, Jensen. I'm really, really not in love with many of these options. I can't lie. I really don't know where that sort of extra guy is going to come from as far as Tolisso. I don't think he's been playing, has he, Tolisso? Stindl would have been nice. I wouldn't have minded going Stindl. I think Ricky might have to take it, and we go Pinnock. Alex, those are going to be your lineups, mate. Hope you're happy with them. I just saw Chase was in the chat. Clarkson ruining my cap team as well. Mate, yeah, I'm with you on that one, mate. I really am. Okay, Jonathan, I don't think you're in here. I think you're working right now, you said, so I'm going to build your lineups for you, mate. But, of course, you are not here to witness the greatness. Under 23 and All-Star Limited. Doesn't know if he's going to be in the stream. That's fine, mate. AZ are losing 2-0, by the way, lads, if anyone cares. Tolisso is back fit, Dan says, okay. And then Alex says, cheers, Harry. Alex, no worries at all, mate. Absolute pleasure. Hope you're happy with them. And, yeah, hopefully they're not too dissimilar to what you kind of built. And, yeah. So we'll take it from there. Right, let's go. Jonathan in defense. Bar is a good play, but Kaz has been really, really solid for you, hasn't he? And it feels like he seems to get better scores away from home. Well, not better, but he's just still very capable of hitting like 30 AA, which is kind of all I want out of a 13 XP defender, realistically. Obviously, I want a little bit more if it's going, but like, I don't know. I'm not going to be too picky with that. Chris, what's going on, mate? Hope you're all good, pal. Thank you for joining us. You know what? I'm going to throw Kaz in there for now. Midfield, Dirk Proper. We've got Madsen in there. I think he's in for a good game. Enzo, Moran. Some decent picks there. Let's have a look at forward first. Kulusevski away to Forest. Jorgen Larsson. See, I really fancy Brennan this weekend. But before I do that, I am going to check if Tavson is Tavson down to start for NAC. Yeah, he is. I'm tempted to go. I'm tempted to throw in a bit of a NAC stack in here. Because, I mean, they're still good. I don't know. There's a few good picks here, to be honest. There really is. Tavson scored pretty well last week. Yeah, 76. He's been on fire since coming back. I don't trust Larson. I don't trust Kulu, to be honest. Even though since he's been playing in the cam, he has been a lot better. I'll give him that. Yeah, to be fair, 26 AA. I didn't think he had that much AA last game, but that's really impressive, to be fair. Ever since I sold him, he's just gone on an absolute heater. Goal and an assist against City. 17 AA there, and then 27 AA here. So that is obviously just typical. Yeah, don't listen to anything that I ever say, lads, because it always seems to backfire. Like I said, I do like the Brennan shout. You know, playing his ex-club, I do really, really like that. Tavson's L15 is really low, though, and I feel like Jonathan's going to want to use him elsewhere. So a part of me actually feels like it could be Kulu season here. It's either Kulu or Brennan. I'm yet to decide who I want to throw in there. Daniel says, wanted a Brennan Johnson limited auction to magically pop up and finish before the deadline. That would be tasty, wouldn't it? I don't know what's he going for right now at limited. I'm sure he'd be pretty, well, not crazy expensive, but I'm sure he'd be, yeah, pretty hefty. You know what? Do we go Brennan and Kulu? Just hope they absolutely batter Forest. I kind of don't mind that, you know. Goal is the tricky one. Very tricky, actually. Is Suzuki or Solina? And I'm honestly really leaning towards Solina, to be honest. Probably going captain Dirk. It's not the best team in the world, but if Tottenham do smash, I can't see how Brennan and Kulu aren't involved. I know there's like 4 away fixtures here, which goes against a lot of what I say, but yeah, I think it's probably worth it, to be honest. Forest's defense have been so poor. Yeah, they really have, haven't they, Dan? They really, really have, mate. And then he wanted Gas, I believe. Yeah. Gas season. Right, what have we got in Gas then? So, Jan Sommer away to Lazio. Sillerson at home. Feels like a decent play. Areola injured and don't trust Fabianski. I made my Cap 240 rare debut last weekend and was on for the threshold until Fab shipped 5 calls. Thought all I needed was for Fab to start, but nope. Mate, that's football for you, Chris, isn't it? I'm honestly gutted to hear that. Yeah, Fab got in the way of that first threshold for you, mate, genuinely. But you know, there's only it can only go up from there, to be honest, mate. So, yeah. Hopefully you can go again this weekend and try and slay that threshold, because it's there for you for sure. Right, we've got some really good midfielder options here. Madsen is definitely on the cards. I can't look past Madsen. Realistically, can I? I think Enzo's in for a good game, and I think Madsen is as well. But Madsen does take it from me. There's AA and decisive capable. Okita could be our forward, I think, away to St. Gallen. I think that's an obvious one. Some of these are just obvious. Like, I don't really need to go digging too far deep into the pits of the gallery to see, some of these decent plays. Blind, Cancelo. Did Cancelo used to play for... I swear Cancelo played for Valencia. I swear I'm not making that up. Sillerson can't seem to get a clean sheet. I know, mate. NAC just seem to ship goals. They score goals. Bit like Excelsior. They just ship goals and score goals. Like, you just can't really trust him for a cleanie at all. Why do I think... I swear Cancelo played for Valencia. Please, someone let me know if he did or not. I swear he did. I swear he did. So I'm just catching up with the chat. Chris says, indeed, we live, we learn, and we go again. The first threshold will be all the more sweeter when it lands. 100%, mate. 100% it will. Johnny says, yeah, my luck's rotten. I had 3 or 4 rare keepers to choose from for my first, and the one I chose was the only one to score below or in the 30s and 40s, whilst the others are hitting 60s. Oh, mate, that's nothing worse, especially when you've got, like, multiple sort of options. There's nothing worse. So I'm just rejecting this offer from this fellow. Back to our defender we want to choose. I mean, is Van Dijk a play at home to United? It probably is, isn't it? It probably is. Rested for the midweek. But, like, if he doesn't get a DA, I'm still not in love with, like, where he can score in that sense. Where, like, Cancelo, he could just get 100 so easily. Well, just easier then, let's say. Blin's loving a yellow card right now. I'm going to go Cancelo there. Sorare RDM says, Cancelo 100% played at Valencia back in the day. From 2014 to 18. I thought so. Me, SSV says elite ball knowledge, that is. He did. I don't know how I remember that, to be honest. But yeah, I just can kind of picture him in that Valencia kit. Is Sommer a AA fixture against Lazio? Or is Inter away from home? I don't know if it is, to be honest. Dimitriev, Ronau. You're going to have to use that Ronau. Like, that's the problem. I like the Ronau fixture away to Bochum, but you have to use that L15 elsewhere. You can't afford to use it in All-Star Limited, really. Like, 24 or 26, sorry, it has to be used in 240 or 220. Unfortunately, and maybe it is. Like, maybe it is a decent fixture. How have they been scoring? Lost 2-0 to Atletico, 1-0 to Verona. Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to keep a clean sheet away to Lazio, it's probably Inter, isn't it? If we're being honest. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not, you know what I'm like with my away fixtures, but I think I just got to bite the bullet on that one. And I think Tony Cruz probably comes in then for the extra player. Very 100 capable at home to Villarreal, I would say. 95% on. It's hard not to go for Big Tony there, isn't it? And then for captain, though, I think you got to go Cruz, haven't you, with the set piece situation. Lazio have been awful, Daniel says. Fair enough. Mohammed, what's going on, mate? Hope you had a good game week. I personally didn't have a great game week, Mohammed, but that's fine. That's more than fine. I hope you're having a good game week, mate, to be honest. Okay, so that is Jonathan's lineups done. Very decent 2 lineups there. Quite happy with them. A few away fixtures, but it is what it is, isn't it? We can't really do too much about that. Okay, David Taylor, it is time to super rare threshold hunt. One of my most favourite lineup builds to do because I just love trying to hit the super rare threshold. It's just something that brings me a lot of joy. Right, I'm sure, like you said, you are going to go Bournemouth stack in the winter special, so I'm just going to throw that in now, just so we have it locked in and it doesn't interfere with our 240, 220, and 270 play. I'm guessing you're going to go Solanke, Tavernier, Senesi, and then Zabrani, is it? Or are we going to go Semenyo? What were you going to do, mate? Let me know first, just so then we have one of those left over, don't we? Either Semenyo or Zabrani. So let me know who you want to play in the winter special, then we can carry on from there, obviously. Mohammed said, if West Ham get slapped tonight, then maybe. Oh, if West Ham slapped tonight. Sorry, I got that wrong. You end up 3rd in the end. Okay, so you're going to use Zabrani. Perfect. It's a decent team as well. Bournemouth got a nice fixture. Bithor says, yeah, for sure they do, don't they? They really, really do. Okay, let's hunt this 240 down. You ended up 3rd in the winter special. That's ridiculous. How much cash is that? Is that £1,000? It's got to be somewhere around that, hasn't it? It's got to be very, very close to £1,000, surely. Right, so 240 time. fixtures for all three of your starting goalkeepers are very, very similar in clean sheet probabilities. If basically the same, right? 32, 33%. Like we said, Cillessen is shipping goals. And that is obviously a little bit concerning. They just can't keep a clean sheet. Where I think Westerlo, even though they do ship goals, don't get me wrong, at home, I don't know. I just think they are capable of that sort of 1-0 situation more so than NEC or just in general keeping a clean sheet. So honestly, I think Bolat might have to be the play for me. I really do think it has to be. We'll save Warrison for like 270 maybe, but I think Bolat probably takes precedent there. If Kudus gets 100, that would put me on podium potential. Fair play. David said he won 820 quid. That's ridiculous. That is really, really ridiculous, mate. Honestly, I'm buzzing for you. So decent that is. Sorry, I'm just checking my messages on me phone. Okay. What have we got going on in defence then? We got Rodon, which feels good, but 57. Can we afford to fit that in? Would be my only worry. I think we might be okay, but let's just continue looking for now. Let's see if there's anything of decent value in here. Slattery at 42 is pretty nice. I kind of don't mind that if we can fit that in somewhere. Alexander still only a 53 L15. You know, he dropped a bit of a stinker last game. Is he fit to play? I assume he is, but the fact that he came off a little bit earlier than normal there, is that something to, should we be concerned? Let's have a little look. Tenerife away. Okay, no, he's 90% into play. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Veritaut's a decent play as well. Some really good plays here. All in like the 50 range. He seems to be the set piece, or maybe not set piece, but definitely the one seems to get the DAs a bit more often than not. Let's see if we can fit him in here. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm a bit put off by that opposition score a minute. Let me move on a little bit first. David says, I'm using the winnings from my last Prem special to get another super goalkeeper as it's my weak spot. Fair play. David says, just a heads up, Lenhart isn't playing tonight, and I'm not sure why. Trying to find out, but he might be a doubt for Freiburg. Okay, no worries. We'll try and exclude him where possible then. Ooh, Shea Adams super is a really nice one, mate. Fair play. That's a very nice pickup. Don't mind that at all. I do not mind that at all. He could be our sort of cheat code for the weekend, I would say, as far as, like, if we fit him in here, I think it's going to allow us to really kick on the other three positions. Like, I could comfortably go Rodon. We could go Alexander, and we've still got 55 points left, which is kind of ridiculous, really, isn't it? Could go Veritaut at home to Clermont Foot. Mate, I think that honestly picks itself there. That's a ridiculous team, I would say, for 240. Like two smasher mid potentials, defender that is at worst like a 15 AA, but at home to Coventry, who I know they drew with Southampton last night, but I think you're probably safe there. Who do we captain though is the issue. I mean, I'd probably captain Veritaut. He's just a little bit more decisive, capable for me. And obviously has the ability to get AA. It's either him or Alexander, or even Rodon. I wouldn't be mad at any of those three picks as a captain, to be honest. I really, really wouldn't. Kelleher came up for a corner in a game that meant nothing. What a madman. Okay, 220 then. What are we going to do for 220? I'm guessing, so we could use... We could use a super goalie here, but I guess... Do you have any... Okay, you do have some rare cards. I was just checking like what we could do as far as rare cards go. But there's not many, so I assume we've got... Well, we could go Mika Breathe, but... Sorry, I'm just checking my phone. 5-1 Leverkusen 1. Okay. So if we do that, then I think Cillessen probably gets in here then, doesn't he? if we're being honest. He probably gets a look in there. Can we fit in this Lopez in this lineup with Semenyo? 84 points left. Doesn't leave us with a whole lot of points. Ben Davies could be decent at 45. He's been outscoring his L15 quite comfortably. I've been using Kelly in goal as he's the rare. But surely you have a Super A goalie left over then, don't you, Dave? Like, if I use Silicon here, surely I can use Wallasuna in 270. What's the crack with that? As in, like, if I don't use Silicon here, like, where would you use Silicon? Big Callum O'Hare carrying him to a threshold at the moment. Love having him back. What a player he is, Dan, isn't he? What a player. Yeah, let me know, Dave. Let me know the Silicon situation. Like, if I don't use him here, where will he be used in that sense? I'd be interested to know, mate. Yeah, he's been going in All-Star. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll throw Kelly in. He's even lower, isn't he, as a cap? So I can't really fault that, to be fair. That gives us a little bit more breathing room. I'm not going to, I'm not going to dispute that one. We don't mind that. Yeah, maybe Ben Davies plays in here then. Maybe we fit Ben Davies in here. Managed to make it to the stream. The stream. Well done, Jonathan. I did do your lineups before this one, I believe. So if you want to have a quick little refresh, I did get yours done, mate. So hopefully you're happy with them. I have done your lineups, Jonathan. Sorry, I just read that message. And then we've got 43 points left. Who can we fit in? We could go Slats. We could actually just go Slats, couldn't we? It's not a great fixture, but it's still a solid 220 team. It leaves us with, that 270 now to kind of push for, which I think a team with like Jared Bowen up front, Wallace in goal, could do a bit of damage, couldn't it? It really could. Where's he to? 166 points left, which is absolutely beautiful. Could go Bart at home to 20. That would be quite a busy day for him, I would say, wouldn't it? Big Bart's been scoring pretty well. Yeah, he has. Can we fit in a 59? I'm sure we can, can't we? We'll fit in Bart there then. And then Rakitic could be a lovely play for our captain, I would say. Or even Jared. We could captain either or. 45 leaves us a little bit stretched. Tiny bit, to be honest. Harovsky, I guess he's playing tonight, is he? I just want to see if Harovsky's playing tonight, or hopefully is playing tonight, then that could help us. Where is Genk to? There they are. Okay, so he didn't play tonight. He came off the bench. Okay, I'm going to assume that he plays this weekend. So I'm going to throw him in. I'm going to captain Rakitic. That would be my 270 for you, Dave, as long as Hirovsky plays. He came on after the red card. Okay. I assume he plays this weekend, no? Let's have a look. No. Well, the fact that Goraza got red carded tonight surely means, like, he's let the team down tonight. There's no way he starts on the weekend. I know it's cup and whatever, but, like, surely Hirovsky comes in there then. Surely. But if he doesn't, obviously that leaves us a little bit stuck in the sense that, we don't have too much room to play with. Phil Billin, Thomas Henry. We could go this Florian Miguel fella, like as a sort of stopgap. I know his scores haven't been great at all, don't get me wrong, but if we're sort of scared that Hirovsky doesn't start, then you could obviously throw him in. But let me just throw him in for now. He's risky. He's been poor this season, if I'm honest. He was nailed last season, but Galraz has taken the spot. Yeah, I'm sure he has. I know Galraz has actually been decent, hasn't he? To be fair, but like, I can't see how Hirovsky doesn't come on, and the fact that he came on tonight because Galraz got red carded surely means he deserves to start on the weekend. Surely to God. Maybe not, but that would be my my assumption with that. So yeah. Hope you're happy with them, Dave. That 240 is a smasher. I can't see how that 240 doesn't do a bit of damage. And the winter special is obviously really decent as well. So yeah, I wish you all the best with that, mate. And hopefully we can bring on the bacon again like you did last weekend, which was none of my doing. That was all you, that Bournemouth stack in the against United. But yeah, coming in. All-Star Rare Plus then for Alfred. What we got going on here then? Away to Brentford for Emmy. Pickford away to Burnley. David Raya home to Brighton. Okay. Jose Sarr away to West Ham. Okay, let's have a look at our Super Rares first. I agree, 240 I'm really positive with. Yeah, maybe the 270 and maybe the 220 can get a bit of adjustment. I think that 240's smack bang on, to be honest. Matchups, players, personnel. Like I said, the captain's quite fluid. But yeah, I'm pretty happy, I'm satisfied with that 240 big time. I really, really am. Alfred's in the building as well. Alfred, buzzing for you to be here, mate. And yeah, let's get cracking, right? So it's got to be still Pedro Porro's season, hasn't it? He's been absolutely brilliant for you so far. It's so hard for me to want to play Gabriel. It's ridiculous. Obviously got Missick. And then, mad to think, the top three in the Prem special had a Fulham stack, a Tottenham stack versus Newcastle, and Bournemouth stack versus United. Mate, yeah, that is actually a bit mad, isn't it, to be fair? That is actually nuts. I know Kane let you down last week, didn't he, to be fair, but it's just hard not to pick Kane, isn't it? Tough games for Kane and Gyökeres this weekend, and Lavaja, actually. Jesus at home to Brighton. Could it be Jesus time for us to play the Super A in here? I think it might be, I know he doesn't love scoring goals, big Jesus, but I'm quite inclined to play your Jesus there, mate. Which then leaves us to go either like a Rice or a Bruno in... I don't know, actually, because... Sarah's just a joke. Like, it's so hard to not want to play Sarah. But away from home against Ipswich... but he's just so capable of just scoring high regardless, isn't he? Even in losses, like, it doesn't really matter for him. It really doesn't. David said he loves the streams. Dave, I really appreciate that, mate, honestly. That means a lot to me, you saying that. It really, really does. I'm glad you're enjoying them, mate. Yeah, midfielder choice is tough here. Like, Bruno, Rice, Sarah could all do pretty well this weekend. AA averages are all pretty similar. Okay, Bruno's is sort of the highest, but his ceiling is also a little bit more capped than Sarah and Rice. So honestly, I'm backing Sarah, mate. It's hard for me not to be honest. And then I'm going to go Kane. I probably will go and captain Kane, though. Just because it's Kane, he's at home. It's hard to not want to captain him. I know his AA might not be there completely, but if he gets 2 DAs... he probably gets 10 AA and you're kind of flying at that point, aren't you? So, not to say Sarah won't do well, but I still think Kane's the captain pick there for me. And then in goal, though, is kind of where it gets a little bit tough. I mean, there's no worry about having to do a defensive stack. So we could go Raya without Gabriel, which is not an issue. But is it a better fixture than Burnley away for Everton, who have been flying, by the way? Like, it might be Pickford time. I think that's the lineup, to be honest, mate. And then Champ Rare Plus / All-Star. See what you think's best. Let's see what we can build for Champ first. Because we could go Gabriel. Obviously throw Raya in with him. I guess the problem is we don't have a super rare. Yeah, you might as well just play Gas, mate, honestly. Now that we've done... It's not Gas, sorry. What am I on about? Sorry, I'm a bit confused now. So we've already made the All-Star Rare Plus lineup. You say Champ Plus Rare All-Star Rare. Sorry, yeah. I got confused then. Yeah, let's play All-Star Rare. Definitely. Let's definitely play All-Star Rare. Champ is going to be tough this weekend, I think. Mikey of Pompey, what's going on, mate? Evening, Harry. Bloody Super League has put me one rare lineup down this weekend. Oh, mate, tell me about it. It's killed me as well. Big time. It really, really has, mate. But at least we get a midweek, though. We do get the Turkish games midweek, which is decent. I think it's back to basics for Bayern. I'm guessing they're normal big hitters and no rotation, maybe, Johnny says. Yeah, I'd probably tend to agree with that, to be honest, John. I would. Okay. What do we do here, then? What have we got going on here in All-Star Rare? I think McNeil X Club, can I just add, might be a bit tasty this weekend. He'll be right up for it against Burnley. He really, really will. I'm going McNeil. I'm doing it. And nobody can stop me. And then I've got to back Raya just in case they do get that clean sheet against Brighton, which won't be easy, but, you know. I think I've then got to go Zinni. For that sort of double clean sheet, you know, decisive. Well, not decisive, but you know what I mean. Double clean sheet situation. We can go two mids here, to be honest, can't we? Because we've got Rice, we've got Bruno, and we've got Tav. Definitely go Rice, and maybe then go Bruno, to be honest. I'd probably go and captain Rice just in case he pops off. And that is probably what I would do for All-Star Rare. And then 240 would be something. Ah, right. Sorry, mate. I've killed you here, haven't I? So you've gone for your Prem pick. Yeah, I've killed you, haven't I, Alfred? Oh, that kind of throws a spanner in the works there, doesn't it? Yeah, that throws a spanner in the works because I know you want to play... the Prem thing, don't you? What are you thinking, Alfred, in sense of... Obviously, I've used Pickford, haven't I? So do you want me to get rid of Pickford and pick somebody else for All-Star Rare Plus and sort of start it again with the Premier League team in mind? Let me know. He said it's all right. Okay. Let me pick your Prem lineup next. In that sense, so we'll keep Pickford in there. David says, going to watch the Ajax game. Let's hope for a fun with the stream. I hope you have a lot of fun with that, David, to be honest. Right. What can we do here then? Ooh, he's going to go with Cillessen instead of Sommer. That's a big, big risk, Jonathan. With NEC, they ship goals, mate, to be honest. I know Lazio away isn't the easiest of fixtures, don't get me wrong, but, you know. Ooh, it's a risky one, mate. I can't lie. That feels risky. But it is what it is, mate. It's up to you at the end of the day. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the stream. Is the Super League back next midweek? Yeah, I believe it is, Sigor. I believe it is. Johnny says, still gives us an idea on who you're picking through Hedge. Sorry, John, I'm a little bit confused. What are we kind of talking about here? It's annoying when you pick a striker, but you've got to use the opposite keeper. That is very annoying. Yeah, as far as the winter special goes, Alpha, this is what I would probably go for here with... we can't go Rice. That's fine. We can go Bruno, right? I would do that. That's a decent Premier League winter special team. Jonathan says, I'll probably second guess the decision until the deadline is open. Yeah, I know. We all will, won't we? We all will. I would go for something like this, to be honest, Alfred. I can't lie. And then All-Star Rare. All-Star Rare would be something like Emmy. It'd be Emmy, Tarkovsky, Rice. We'll save Calvert-Lewin. Does Isak start this weekend? Surely he does, doesn't he? I know he started yesterday, but wasn't there something to do with his fitness or something? Saying that he was a little bit unfit for the Yeah, Wilson's down. Okay. Lavaggio away. Oh, this is a tough one, this. I go Gyökeres. We'll back him. Gives us a good idea on your choice, even making... Ah, right, okay. I got you, Johnny. Sorry, mate. I'm with you now. What is Sigurdsson saying? So if that's nice, I have a 4% Adana collection, and they're all like 12% to play. 2 nice super rares. Sounds tasty, mate. Hope you have hope you have some good luck this midweek. And then for this extra position, could go double forward. I'll be honest, like his team's decent, but it's not unbelievable, to be honest with you, but that's fine. Isak will play just 50-50 who starts between... Okay, got you. Cheers, Key. I appreciate that a lot, mate. Yeah, I don't know about this extra position. Siopis. I mean, this is our third lineup in that sense. So, like, we're not too bothered how the All-Star rare does, really, if the other two have popped off. Honestly, I want to build Cap 240 first. I can't lie. I really want to build Cap 240 first. Because... Is Jose Sarr back this weekend? I want to make sure we can nail the 240. I know it's not exactly your priority all the time, Alfred, but, those 2% definitely... Oh, those $50 definitely add up, don't they? Let's see what we can do for 240. Let's go Calvert-Lewin. Could fit Rice in here, I'd be inclined to maybe go Nico. Ignore the All-Star, just not worth it. Yeah, fair enough, Alfred. I kind of agree with that, mate, to be honest. Good call. Good call on that. And then probably Kilman. If you think Isak plays, then you go Isak. But it's either Kilman... It's Kilman, Isak. Yeah, it's basically Kilman, Isak. Or... It's kind of it, isn't it? I'm starting to prioritize 240 more, to be honest. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. That should probably be... I think everyone should be prioritizing it to a degree. 100%. It's too valuable not to right now. It's way too valuable not to. All right, I would do that. Yeah, and just gamble on the Isak. If not, then obviously just play someone safer like Kilman. But I think double forward in 240 is very effective sometimes. With a midfielder that can get really good AA. Okay, the goalie sort of situation isn't great away to West Ham, but you never know. He could pull you out 15 to 20 AA, maybe concedes 1 or 2, but it's happy days in that sense, I would say. But yeah, the All-Star Rare Plus, mate, and the Winter Special both look really tasty, genuinely. They really, really do. If you fancy sort of not going Bruno and going Tarkovsky instead of Bruno, then go for that. But I like keeping Ryan Zinchenko together. I think that helps. With just synergy and whatever. So, yeah. Hope you're happy with that, mate. And, yeah, we're going next to Mohammed. Let's see what we can cook up for Mohammed. So, he wants 1 Premier League team, which we will do. And then we need a... Premier League Winter Special. An All-Star Rare, excluding Prem players, and a Cap 270, excluding Prem players. Sounds good. I'm just going to close my door a minute, lads. 2 seconds. Come on, then. Right, so... Dubravka home to Fulham. Fabianski at home to Wolves. Okay. Kufal. It depends what we fancy here, doesn't it? As far as like does Petrovic play? As in, like, we don't really know what's going on, do we, with Sanchez right now? I did have the Arsenal stack this week. What do you... Oh, Johnny says, how hard is the All-Star if you're not going for it? He probably means like how hard is it to compete in All-Star, I assume. I don't know, but I assume that's what he means. Right, so if we think Petrovic starts, then I'd be inclined to go Petrovic here. He's definitely the best pick as far as matchup goes, so I'm not too bothered about that one. Defense, Shah hasn't been great recently, has he? Shah has not been that good. Shah's not been great, has he? Yeah, I'm thinking from the offset, Mohamed. I'm worried about the defender options here, if I'm being honest. I'm not seeing anything really that jumps out to me too much. Shah just hasn't been doing it, has he? But like, in fairness, Newcastle haven't been doing it. So, you know, it's not so much him realistically. As a defender, a lot of your points come from, you know, just being a good team as far as, you know, being able to keep clean sheets, etc. Right, most of the time. So, yeah, we'll go back to defense. Kudus at home to Kudus and Bruno and Paqueta. I mean, Bruno has to play. There's no way we can't play Bruno. Trips is suspended. That's why. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't help, does it, mate? That definitely doesn't help us at all. We'll go Bowen. I fancy one of the West Ham boys, to be honest, a little bit more than I do the Newcastle boys. So I would probably go with Aged, but I'm still not like incredibly confident. Lineup's obviously not out. Let's check. Let's have a little look at what West Ham are doing tonight. So Agard's playing. Okay. I guess that doesn't really mean too much, does it, for us? In the sense that, like, he probably plays anyway. And then it's either Kudus or Paqueta. On form, you'd have to say Kudus, wouldn't you? Well, I say that. Last couple he's kind of blanked. Or Ward-Prowse. Yeah, you probably go Ward-Prowse, don't you? You probably do something like that. A guard to kind of maybe get his noggin on something the Ward-Prowse whips in, hopefully, would be my sort of thinking behind that. Okay, all-star team. And then we don't want Prem players here, don't you? I'm sure that's what you said. Right. Meret at home feels good. Lorient at home feels okay. I still got a back Meret there. Paqueta just hit the beans on toast with a thunder strike. Very unlucky from him. We've got a captain. We've got a pair Meret with Di Lorenzo. I can't not do that, to be honest. Cruz definitely plays for us. That's no question there. We're not going to make the mistake this weekend, are we, Mohamed, of not playing Rodrigo in your best lineup. So he definitely fits in there. And then for this extra position, Valverde, Sarah. I think Sarah has to be. It doesn't have to be, but I think he is going to be our play. Just looking down the list. Sugawara, yeah, okay, but tough matchup. Honestly, I can't look beyond Sarah. Even though it's not an easy game, don't get me wrong, but like he's still so good. It's hard not to want to play him. And honestly, I'd be tempted to captain Rodrigo here. He's just on fire right now. Like, you've just got to back him. I think. Yeah, I'd back him there, to be honest, over Cruz. And then for 270, excluding Prem players as well, we'll do something like... Mavongo has a really nice L15, which is kind of tempting me. of 41. Dubravka, yeah. So it looks like Yvonne Mavongo is going to be our goalkeeper. And then in defense, what can we do for defense? Rudiger. Rudiger probably comes back in, doesn't he, to be fair? Rudiger definitely comes back in. He's been really good recently as well. I don't know how well he's been actually scoring on Sorare. I'm sure it's been okay or good enough. But yeah, he's definitely in. Yeah, okay. Let's throw Rudiger in there for now. Let's go with Kenny McLean, Zielinski. Is Zielinski? Yeah, it is Zielinski, isn't it? Lobotka, sorry. Kevin Stroger's been decent, actually, hasn't he, for Bochum? Takes sets. Very decent player. Could be a decent shout. Marcelino Nunes, Jordan Classy. I don't know if Modric is going to start, to be honest. That's a tricky one. Probably brings us back to sort of Paqueta and Kudus, realistically, doesn't it? I would say. Kind of makes the most sense. Gordon. You've got to back Gordon at home. Got to back him. And then we've got 68 points, which obviously we're not going to be able to fill out, I don't think. Well, we could. We could go David Alaba. But, like, does he outscore... Does David Alaba outscore Kudus? Probably, doesn't he? If we're being honest, yeah, he probably does. Like, one of those defenders are probably going to get a decisive somehow. Like, it's just going to be one of those weird situations where it just happens. But, yeah, you know what? We'll go Alaba. Oh, no Prem players. Sorry, mate. Lost my marbles there, haven't I? Not Zahavi scoring against Ghent. That's annoying. Sorry, Mohammed. Yeah, I lost my bearings there, mate, to be fair. Right, we'll go Stroger then. And then up front... Politano. Could even go Brahim Diaz, can we? You know what? I'm going to back Diaz. Let's just back him. Let's back him. Why not? Real Madrid season, mate. Why not? Mohammed, those would be my lineups for you, mate. I hope you... I definitely love the All-Star Limited and the Winter Specials. Decent. Like I said, the defender situation, as we know, is obviously a bit tricky. But yeah, it is what it is. I hope they come in for you, mate, to be honest. I really am rooting for you. Right, WLI Alex, sorry. What's going on, mate? Cap 240 rare. We've got Cap 220 rare and then the Prem limited comp. So let's get into that, mate. I am buzzing to get these lineups done. Right, David Marshall away. Oh, so we've got basically your goalkeepers are playing against each other this weekend. St. Johnstone are obviously not as good as Hibs, but David Marshall has a high L15, so we'll have to watch out for that because, yeah, that might just become a bit sticky for us. Yeah, so we'll have to see how that all works out. We don't have Hibs lineup, so I'm going in blind, with a couple of these, so definitely, yeah, obviously double check things, but Penrice seems to be able to score half decent there, so I'm going to throw him in for now. Danny Parejo. You do have Pereira and Kearney, which could be decent, but away to Newcastle, obviously, it's not the best in the world. Mohammed says, thanks, mate. Going to go and catch the West Ham game. Good luck with your next game week, guys. Mohammed, I really appreciate you, mate. Hope West Ham bring home the bacon for you, and yeah, all the best for this upcoming weekend, mate. I really, really hope you smash it. Okay, so we've probably got to back Yuan there. We've got Danny Parejo. My build is like a level 3 on Dark Souls, whilst everyone around me is like level 40 for All-Star, Johnny says. That's funny. That is very funny. Okay, back to the builds. Do we back Pereira? We might have to. Extra position is going to be the tough one, because we aren't necessarily going to be able to pick who we kind of want. Unless we go Will Fish and then we just go the St. Johnston keeper. Because I don't think, like, the other way around is going to be obviously Marshall. And then we've got 43 points, which, what does that actually get us? It gets us a Will Hughes, which, you know, probably doesn't even do much. Like, it just doesn't really do much for us. Andrew Shinney, how's he been scoring? Not great. Excuse me. But I say that he still could outscore his L15, to be honest. So, like, I'm quite inclined to do something like that. Captain Pereira, maybe, but matchup's not great. I'd probably... Yeah, we couldn't... Yeah, we have to... If we're playing this striker, we can't play the goalkeeper for the other team, obviously, can we? So, I would do something like that. 2 Livingston boys, 2 Hibs boys, and then obviously Pereira. It's decent. I'm not saying it's going to definitely walk the threshold, but, you know, you've definitely got, you know, you're definitely in with a chance there. 100%. Okay, let's do the Prem special first, just because I want that, like, I don't want that to interfere with the 220 in any way, even though it probably doesn't, does it? Realistically. I just wanted to make sure, so I'm just checking my lineup scores, sorry. Kudus 1-0. Wow. That was quick. That was quick. Mohamed Kudus, he's back. He is back. I'm just checking some of the scores, lads, sorry. Yeah, West Ham 1-0. Alvarez assist. Fair enough. Okay, what have we got going on here then? So you've got Leno, and then we've got Neto. So Neto probably plays here for us. And then it is going to be a Zinni. It's going to be Zinni, Polina. Ooh, this is nice. Brennan. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be Brennan, hasn't it? You got to back Brennan there. And then Cunha. It's Cunha or Luis Diaz. I'd probably say Luis Diaz. And I'd captain Zinni. That would be my little Prem Winter special for you, mate. And then 220 rare. So I guess obviously we can use 1 limited here, isn't it? Yeah, it's 1 limited. Sorry, I was getting my bearings there. Okay, no one really stands out there. We've still got Will Fish to use, but I don't know if we can afford to. Cisse could be an interesting one this weekend. He's set to start. 32 L15 could be quite tasty for us. But the problem is, we need... Areola is in the West Ham squad today, so probably fit for the weekend. Who knows if he'll start or not. Just a heads up, whoever owns Fabianski. Appreciate that, Dan. Appreciate you letting everyone know that. That really, really helps, mate. Yeah, really do appreciate you letting us know that. And yeah, I'm just trying to just work out what's the best sort of protocol here. If we go Shamal George in goal, then can we afford to go Will Fish in defence? Pedreza, Parejo, Kearney. Kearney's been decent recently, hasn't he? He's been very, very good. You've probably got to back him, haven't you? Back Kearney. Problem is, I just don't think we've got enough. Have we got 43 points left? In rare form? I don't know if we do. Will Hughes. Like, that's my only issue here, is if we do it this way around, it's just hard to fit everyone in. Whereas, like, if we use... But then, I don't know. What are you going to do, WL Alex? What if you are here, what are you going to do with the other rare goalkeeper? Like, you might have to use him in here. To be honest. And do something along the lines of this. Because otherwise, I just don't know if you're going to get enough. Like, that leaves us with 54. That allows us to get Will Fishin, see? And I'd end up doing something like that, to be honest, mate. You need that limited to be like a really low L15 player, basically. Because, you know, you're working with, you know, a limited amount of rares. It's just kind of how it falls in that sense. So yeah, I hope you're happy with them, mate, and yeah, hope they bring you some good luck. Chris L23 next with a 240 rare and an all-star rare. So that should be fun. 2 goalkeepers. We've got Sorare away to Sevilla, sorry. Tom Kearney has the most goal creating actions per 90 in the Prem this season. I've always rated him, to be honest. Like, I've always looked at him and thought, you know what, you are a typical SO5 player, but like, he's never played. Great left foot, takes set pieces, always in the pocket, looking to, you know, feed people in and stuff. I've always rated him. Alex says, was going to throw the goalkeeper the leftovers of rares, but I don't mind doing that either. Perfect, Al. That makes sense, mate. Don't mind that at all. Right, we're going to go Sillison in goal then. We're going to pair him with Big Bram because we've got an NEC stack. Ooh, Teke Kubo. Nice pickup, Chris. Buzzing with that. We've got Dirk Proper in here, which feels like a good play. We've got Drioech. Nice, mate. You've got some good players here. I'm buzzing with the rares you've picked up. I really like the look of that. If we can go Drioech, we've got 54 points left over. Annoying that we can't fit Kubo in. Very annoying. But we could go Dan Rots. If we go Dan Rots, does that mean... Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kubo would have been really fun in here. But that's fine. Dan Rots could still be a good shout. Probably Captain Dirk. And then All-Star Rare. If that loads, we're still loading. All-Star Rare, we've got Sorare. We've got Big Chance. Okay. Scores are decent. Is Sander playing? Yeah, he's back, but not scoring amazingly well. Okay. It's definitely Chance then. Chancel. It's definitely Kubo. We have one striker, and then it's definitely Philip Romans. Anton Stack's been really good. Away to Leipzig, though. Can't really trust that. 2 decent teams there, Chris. Obviously, there's only so many, rares you have so far. But that, honestly, you've got some really good players there, mate. Genuinely. I don't know if you're in the stream watching, but if not, I've got you the screenshot. So, yeah, all the best with that, mate. And hopefully we win that 240 this weekend. It looks really, really tasty for you. Just as far as the fixtures go and whatever. Me SSV time. 240 rare, the limited reward box special, and then 240 limited. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 more to do after that, lads. So we're looking good for time. We're doing really well, lads. We're doing really well. Okay, Elo Room in goal then. We don't have any other choice there. We've got Guth. We've got Ivo Pinto, who's been very, very good. So he kind of has to come in there for us. Hilalovic away to NEC. Again, has been really good. Mitrovic at home. Cordoba's been very good. I can't not want to play him. But that leaves us with 35 points. Does Banda play this weekend? Let's check. If Banda plays, then I would be quite happy with that team. But I don't know if he does. When do the card rewards come out of 240? I think they come out this weekend. in limited, obviously. Not in... I don't think they come out of rare, so you're kind of good with that. Motadan's just picked up a Colombato. Great pickup, mate. Really good pickup. Struggling with a low cap player. Yeah. We might have to... Well, we could do that. And then what does 46 get us? 46 gets us Guzman, which I don't mind. That kind of works, doesn't it? Does that work, me? That kind of works, no? Is Guzman down to play for Sparta? Let's have a little look. Yeah, he is. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that, mate. Okay, now the reward box special. Mitchell was benched last week. Ooh, okay. That changes things then. Interesting. Does this Hansen play? He's been playing. Well, let's just throw Hansen in them for now. Gives us even more cap though to play with. We can't fit Cordoba in, which is annoying, but we can fit this fella in, who's been scoring pretty well. He plays Utrecht away, which I'm not in love with, but that feels decent. That feels decent enough to me. Okay, reward box special then. We've got Moritz at home to Mechelen. That feels decent. I like that. I like that. Greencamp though, that also feels good. Have you got like a defensive stack? Yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, that could be quite useful. Ben Hamed, yeah, he's been doing very well. Okay. Can we fit in then something like this? Zahavi just scored. That's going to annoy me, lads, because I've got him as my captain in 240, but Clarkson didn't play. So that's just going to really piss me off now. But it is what it is. We can't do anything about it, can we? 401 career goals for the GOAT. Okay, so we've got the Greencamp defensive stack. Could go Halalovic. Halalovic feels decent. Stindl could be half decent as well. Let's go Halalovic. Leaves us 106. Let's bring Cordoba in with him. Leaves us 53. And then we could go Barrero, but I don't really love that. Did this guy start last game? Yeah, he's been on fire the last couple. Okay. Let's just back Fortuna. Or you could go Pinto, who's been very good. Yeah, let's put Pinto in there. And I know you can't use the captain here, but I'd probably captain Pinto. To be honest, mate. So yeah, when you are able to, put that on Sorare, make sure you obviously put the captain in. But I would probably go Pinto there personally. David says, got to shoot, top man for building my teams. Good luck, everyone. See you on the deadline stream tomorrow. David, appreciate that a lot, mate. And yeah, catch you tomorrow, mate. Catch you tomorrow. Okay, Morris in goal. Max Coher could be a very nice play there. In midfield, we could probably go Amani. This guy's been scoring pretty well. He scored well tonight, didn't he? Didn't score well on the weekend. That's weird, that is, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's not that weird. He is playing against Liverpool, so he's probably just being busy as hell. Let's throw Stindl in for now. We'll then throw this guy in because... No, it was this guy, wasn't it, that was smashing it for the last couple of games. Is he down to start, though, this weekend? Let's have a little look. Yeah, nothing. that doesn't leave us much there then. Let's get rid of Stindl for now. Does Duarte play? Yeah, he does. Leaves us 51 points. Could go Guincamp defender again. Oh, he's not a defender, is he? Is he a defender card? Or am I just being... Oh, no, he's a forward card. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that. Double forward. Captain Cohort. That's a decent team, me. Me, SSV. It's a decent team. Right, that's the rig for you, mate. Hope you're happy with that. And yeah, I wish you all the best this weekend. Blood Viper. I'm just going to text Quinny a minute. I'm just telling Quinny I'll send him a link through in the next 20 minutes or so. Okay, sorry. Blood Viper wants Premier League specialist. Premier League specialist. Champ Europe and 240. Okay. No worries at all, me SSV. Okay. Emi Martinez in goal then. Oh, wait there. This is the common one, isn't it? I swear you can use one common card here. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because I can't see... Blood Viper, are you in the building? If so, I don't know what your common cards are, so it's hard for me to make this specialist team without knowing it. I assume you need... Yeah, you can have one common. So, yeah. Unless you kind of know what common you're going to use, I'm going to have to just go ahead and build your Champion Europe lineup just because, yeah, it just, I just don't know. I don't exactly know what commons you have. Oh, Mohammed, you are in here. Yeah, Mohammed, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't see your, yeah, I can't see your common cards. That's not your fault. I just can't, like, Sorare data doesn't allow me to see them for whatever reason. So, okay, yeah, no, you get it. Okay, Mohammed gets it. So yeah, let me build your Champ Europe team first, then, and then we can kind of go from there. Right. So Blashwitz and Emi Martinez, Frimpong, Ben Sabini, Van Heck. Okay. I probably got to back Frimpong there. Hope for a big game. Bernie Silva feels like a good little play. Rafael Borre, Duric. He's been doing very well, has he? Darwin Nunez, Diaby, João Pedro. On form, it would probably have to be this guy, wouldn't it? Got a good AA as well, actually, to be fair. But I don't know. I'm trying to think because, like, you obviously want to play 240 as well. That Duric feels like a good play in 240. Rafael Borre hasn't really been on it, has he? Really? Excuse me. Okay. Could go Darwin. Does Darwin play this weekend, do you think? Does Big Darwin play this weekend? We don't have Liverpool lineups yet. Okay. Well, I guess they played earlier, didn't they? Darwin came off the bench. That probably means he starts on the weekend, doesn't it? Probably got to back him there. He didn't start today, Mohammed said. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably back him there then. We've probably... Hoffenheim are decent. They are actually pretty decent. Away from home, though. Draw, loss, win, 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 win. Yeah, they're no mugs. They are no mugs at all. Do we go Emmy there? Nah, you know what? I'm going to back the home fixture for Leipzig. I'm going to back the home fixture for Leipzig. Actually, no, I'm not going to. Coleman is out with an injury. I'm going to go Emmy Martinez just because his cap's a bit higher. And I think we could use Blashwicz in 240 instead. So that's my thinking behind that one. And then Dave says, yeah, Darwin came off the bench tonight, so should start. Perfect. Appreciate that, Dave. Do we go Big John McGinn? We kind of got to, haven't we, in current form. It's hard to ignore a Big John McGinn. Definitely Captain Bernie Silva, though. I know we're using like majority Prem players here, mate, to be fair. So, you know, it is what it is. But that is your strongest team for me in Champ. And then for 240, I guess we got Trevor Carson as well to use. Okay. We've got two cards to use there then. Midfield looks like we might have to use Pivotti. And then up front, I'd like to play this guy, to be fair. Just on form. I know Fiorentina aren't a good team, obviously, but I think you could probably get away with that one. And I think he probably does half decent there. In goal, like we said, we could go Carson. We could definitely go Carson. But I still don't think it's that good of a fixture away to Ross County. I probably got to back the Blauschwitz fixture just a bit more certainty in that one. That's not to say Leipzig are definitely keeping it clean. Don't get me wrong, but I do feel a little bit more comfortable doing so. Matty Cash, potentially. Matty Cash could be a play. Joachim Anderson. No, we'll go Cash. What does that leave us with? 53 points. Ricky Lamy. Last goal was atrocious, but that was against Rangers. Before that, though, he's pretty solid. So, you know what? We're going to give him a chance. But then if we do that, I feel like we probably got to go Carson. Let me do that instead. Let me go Ricky Lamy here. Let's do that instead. And then we got 46 points then. Sean Kelly, Diaby. Does Diaby play, though? Like, if we think Diaby plays, then maybe he comes in. But, like, I still don't know. He started tonight, didn't he? Yeah. He's not really making the first team, is he, for the weekends? Ollie Watkins, Coleman swap. Ooh, that could be decent. That could be decent, mate. Fair play if you get that done. Sean Kelly. Scores have been not great of late. But Kilmarnock, if he's ever going to score half decent, it could be against them. To be honest. I would do something like that, mate, to be honest. Blood Viper. Those would be my two sort of strongest teams for you, mate. Right, Die Rich Time. Cap 240 rare. Thank you, Die, for staying for so long in the stream. So we've got Cap 240 rare, All-Star Limited, and Cap 240 rare. Come on then. So, Marshall in goal. Ben Davis, Nico. Nico's sneaky this weekend. I've got a good feeling about Nico this weekend. I can't lie. I really, really do. No worries at all, Mohammed. Pleasure. Pleasure sort of making your lineups, mate. It does really mean a lot to me, you know, you being a member and stuff. So, yeah, really, really, really grateful for that. Right, okay. How are we looking then for How are we looking for Hibs? I like Coleman, but does get a lot of injuries. Yeah, he is one of those injury-prone players, isn't he, to be fair? Which is never nice to label a player with, but he is one of those that kind of justifies the label, doesn't he? If we're being honest, like, he just is always injured. Could be a case of Slattery this weekend. The cap is nice and low. Ben Davies, and then 49 points gets us what? What can you get us? 49 points. We've got Dan Burn. Donk has a great... okay. It's a good matchup, though. We're going to back him. We're backing him. Probably going to captain him as well. That would be my 240 for you, Die. And then All-Star Limited would look something like... We've got Alisson in there. Lovely stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's get Alisson in there then. I know we're going to pair him with Big Verge. I know you've just recently bought your Verge, so you got to back them against Man United, haven't you? Why not? You've got to back him. Fuster's been really good, hasn't he, recently? Or for ages now, to be honest, but I'll definitely have to play him in there then. Salah has to play for us, doesn't he? And I've got to back Big Stevie as well. The fixture's too good to not sort of back him. 240 then would look something like... I do like the Ron Hoffman fixture, to be honest. I really, really do. We've got Layson down here. Serrano. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to back the Ron Hoffman fixture. Really good XP as well. I know he doesn't score very well, but like... bear with. I do think he could maybe surprise us a little bit. Can we fit Big Joe Rodon in here then? I think we can. Let's see if we can fit him in. Kenny Taylor's been really good recently. Big Kenny Taylor could be a nice play there. Just looking beyond that, just in case we miss anything. We've got Gross in there. McGinn. Desart. Managed to get Alisson, Big Verge and Salah in the last week based on your thresholds I've picked up from these streams. Dave, mate, I'm honestly so buzzing for you. Genuinely. That means I'm just buzzing for you. Really, really am. The fact that you've managed to buy, 3 big limited cards there of obviously, players that play for the team you support, through the threshold is massive, mate, honestly. Genuinely. I'm honestly buzzing for you. I really want to play Johnson, but like we actually might not have to, but I kind of think he's the play. Because that leaves us 54 points then, which is a lot of points for our extra player, which should be somebody quite smashy. Silicas, what has he been doing? A little bit punchy, but I don't know if I really want to risk that. Kenny McLean. Diallo away to Dynamo. Morata. Not in love with it. Wilson, Doyle. What about this guy to pair with? That could be decent. This is the fixture for it. To back these lads. I would say Captain Rodon. And actually, no, I'd Captain Kenny Taylor. Just a little bit more DA capable for me, that is, Die. Taylor scored tonight. Taylor's on fire, to be fair, mate. I got to give it to him. Those are some good lineups, mate. Genuinely now, like, really good. Really, really confident in them. Really, really confident. I know you said looking to stack some of my Liverpool cards in limited. Yeah, I think we've done that, haven't we? With Verge, Alisson and Salah. Right, it's Bit Horse time. Dave, I hope you're really happy with them, mate, and genuinely really hope they smash through this weekend. But it is Bit Horse time. 240, Rare Plus, All-Star Rare. West Ham 2-0. Ooh, okay. Okie dokie. Come on then. So, 240 is the priority, and if that is the case, then I've got to back Philip Kohnert at Monaco at home to Lyon, who I know Lacazette scored a couple last week, but I've still got to back him. I think that has to be the play for us there. Okay, in defence, we've got Miley. We've got Traore, Schlotterbeck, Ishmael Jacobs, Kenny Lala. Happy with those? Thanks, sir. No worries at all, Dave, mate. Honestly, absolute pleasure. So didn't score great on the weekend. Scored amazing against Montpellier. Shocking against PSG. He's just so like up and down. Like it's so hard to kind of trust when he's going to absolutely blow in that sense. Which is not what I really want. I want somebody who's a little bit more steady personally. Like a Traore. If we think Traore starts, then he probably plays in there for me. Tavernier has a great fixture. So let's see if we can fit Tav in. Do we have a low L15 striker? We do, and it's Gregovic, which I don't mind at all. That leaves us 49 points for the extra player, which can't be Mariappan. It could be Ryan Christie, though, who's been really good, right? Yeah, he's been very good. Mate, that is actually a very decent team, can I just add? Captain Tav, all at home. Bit horse. If that doesn't hit the cap, I will literally... I'll sell my whole gallery. I've said it. I'm that confident. The whole gallery's going. If that doesn't hit the cap. I am done with Sorare. Big statements, I know. But I'd be very shocked if that doesn't hit the cap. Like, ridiculously shocked. Looks a solid 240 to me. Bit horse, I like the, yeah. I like what you're saying, mate. I like what you're saying. Right, Rakitic or Grifo? It's got to be Rakitic. Bit horse says, don't say that. Only messing. I won't sell up. I'm joking. But I'm so confident that team hits the threshold. I can't lie. Like, really confident. Kramaric away to Leipzig. Goodmanson at home to Juve. 27 AA is very tasty. You know, like, this team isn't going to set the world alight in any way, isn't it? Or is it? Sorry. So, like, you know, we have to just roll with the punches and hope, obviously, the Brest boys come in clutch. But I'd do something like that. I know it's Juve, but Goodmanson can seem to get 26 AA on, you know, on a day where he doesn't even get a decisive. So, I'd probably just go with something like that. Like we said, obviously, the cap is the most important. And, you know, anything outside of that is obviously very helpful. But, yeah. Got to play Grifo in here, haven't we? We'll probably fit Benez in here maybe as well. Definitely play Kramaric. It's either Kenny Lala or, I mean, Anderson. It's tough against City, isn't it? Real tough. I've got to back the fixtures. I'd probably play David Raum in here as well. Rare Plus got you 490 last week with the clean sheet. Yeah, if you get the clean sheet, you've got a massive chance, mate. Genuinely, like, of doing really well. Without the clean sheet sucks. Yeah, you are really like resting all your, you know, you're putting all your eggs in that clean sheet basket in that sense. But if it does hit, it can be, you know, really beneficial. So I'm not against it. It's boom or bust. That didn't really go in, did it? So we need to do that again. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not against that strategy at all, mate, to be honest. Definitely not against it. Those are the lineups I would go for, mate. 240 All-Star Rare Plus is still looking pretty tasty. Obviously, Rare under 23 All-Star Rare. Then, you know, there's a bit of a drop off in that sense, but like, you know, you can't really play them anywhere else. So, you know, why not play them there in that sense? It's better to have a lineup out than not. So, yeah, mate. Hope you're happy with them. Right, Mozza time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 left, lads. We'll bring Quinny in very soon. Hopefully he's still around. Maybe he's watching. Quinny, we love you. I just like getting these done so they're sort of out of the way in that sense, and we can kind of just chat for 20 minutes or so and then have a little chill. So we've got Mamadashvili at home to Barca, and then obviously Trubin. I've got to go Trubs. I've got to back Trubs there. Sugawara, Teze. It's got to be Singo. Bit horse, no worries at all, mate. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure to help you for sure. Rodrigo, Saka, both make you know, a lot of sense. Szoboszlai, I'm not really in love with playing that, to be honest. It could be this Jana Yeah, we'll go him. Jana feels like a good little... nah, we're going to go Rodrigo. Nah, we'll go Saka. Sorry. Got to go Saka there. Every time I have somebody with Saka, like that I do their lineup for, I always have to captain him. Like, it's just... I find it really difficult not to captain Saka, sorry. I don't know why, I just find it really, really tough. Okay, so Flecken, Schwab, Benitez. It's got to be David Marshall, hasn't it? It's got to be Big Dave. Feist has been scoring very, very well. Boscagli always seems to score very well. I can't not play Boscagli there. Coombs away to Club Bruges. What's happening with Joey Veerman? I heard he's a little bit of a doubt or a big doubt or something along those lines. Yeah, I don't know. If we get more news on him, maybe. But, you know, obviously we try and fit Veerman in where we can. But, like, yeah. Let's back Szoboszlai there. Let's back the fixture. We'll back Luke de Jong. Because why not? And then it's probably Feist, isn't it? And then I'd probably captain Boscagli. Good chance of a good AA. You know, or very good AA actually, because his AA can be like ridiculously good at times. Okay, let's go Flecken just because his L15 is very low and it just gives us just a very good chance of doing well with how low that L15 is. Igor Amofa could be a decent play. Diarra seems like a decent card as well. DMP'd last game though, so I'm not really fancying that. Let's go Amofa there then. We've got Big Sven. We've got Desart. Let's see if we can fit Sven in. Pretty upsetting seeing these pick scores for United game. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean, mate. When I did the stream with Laird on Wednesday, like I just couldn't believe that Liverpool were like a top 9 fixture this weekend with obviously playing United. It's just nuts, isn't it, really? It really is mad. Mad to see. It really, really is. We'll go Wisa there then, and then 53 points gets us... What does 53 points? It gets us a Luke Haber, which I don't mind. Does he start, though? I don't think he starts for me. Maybe he does. Yeah, okay, he does. Okay. I rest my case. That would be my 240 for you, Mozza. Mozza, 3 good teams there, mate. I can't lie. Trubin fixture's tough. But if you can get the clean sheet out the way, the other 4 players all at home, you know, in under 23, I think you've got half a chance there, mate, for sure. You really, really do. Okay, starting fresh is up next. Daniel. We've got All-Star Limited first. We've got the Reward Box 270 and then Champ Europe Limited as well. So let's get stuck into those. So, Neuer at home to Stuttgart. I think they're going to concede there. I really think they're going to concede. Got a lot of goalkeepers to choose from, to be fair to you, mate. Fair play. I rate that. I kind of like this Fiorentina fixture, you know. Mandanda. I mean, Alisson has the best fixture, obviously. So, well, does he, though? Does he? I don't know. I don't know if he does. How have Fiorentina been scoring recently? 1-0s, 3-0s, 2-1, 6-0. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I think I am going to go for it, though. Against Hellas Verona. But then I say that. You've got a lot of... You've got a lot of Liverpool boys as well. But you definitely wanted All-Star Limited first. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, we'll go Kimmich. Because why not? Berardi definitely has to be a play, doesn't he, here? Berardi, Sane. Yeah, Berardi has to play for me. Sorry, lads, I had to sneeze. I want to keep the Liverpool boys together and put them in a different lineup. Maybe. Or maybe we just go Trent in there. And then for the reward box. For reward box, we're going to go Alisson. Let's go Alisson. Well, actually, I don't know because let me build Champ Europe first because I wanna make sure we get a really good Champ Europe team out there. Gallagher, Enzo's a good play this weekend. Enzo is a decent play this weekend. We'll back Griffo. Let's back Kulu Son. Don't mind that. And then for the reward box, for the reward box 270 then, let's see if we can fit Neuer. We'll go Neuer, Kim Min-jae. We're not playing Hammer. We could go Enzo in here. Let's go Enzo. Leaves us 102. Kavasha. Cherky. I don't love that. Luis Diaz could be a good play. Rafinha. Luis Diaz could be a really interesting play. Leaves us 57 points. What does that get us? It gets us a Grealish. It does get us a Grealish. Is Grealish back? Or not back, but is he playing this weekend? I assume he is, but Wrench is scoring pretty well. Batarina isn't scoring great. Ooh, Satalo got injured. Yeah, Grealish is 75. Let's do that. I'd probably captain Kim Min-jae in that lineup, by the way. Starting fresh if you are watching. You can't really... it doesn't allow you to put a captain on the reward box, but that Grealish should play, I think Dan says. Yeah, okay, good. Good to hear. Okay, Jordan, I know you've been in here for a while, or you were in here, and you did say you wouldn't be able to make the stream, but I hope you're still here, mate, because your lineup is now in play. Second Div Europe. Let's get that one cracking. Second Div Europe, reward box 270, and then the cap 240. Let's get cracking then. So, Ron Roberts away. Bernard's away. To Miranda's. Okay. Let's go Daniel Martin. Yeah, Doku injured, so Grealish should be starting. Perfect, Al. Thank you, lads. I appreciate that a lot. Let's go Pampin. Let's keep him connected to Daniel Martin. Colombato, there's the boy. Ever since I put him in that top 10 tips video, he's been absolutely ridiculous, by the way. Like, he's so good. So good. Oh, and you've got to play Igor Vicente here. This is a really good second div team, by the way. But getting this extra play is going to be very, very important. We need to get this one right. Arbila is good, but I'm just worried. I always worry with Arbila. Lefort. Sorry, lads, I sneezed again. They play Troyes, but they play Troyes. He plays for Angers, and he plays, yeah. I don't know if I like that too much. This guy's been very good, hasn't he? Well, I say very good. He's been good. He's been good. I might go Alexander, lads. I can't lie. I can't really sway out of playing him, to be honest. So that's second div done. Reward box 270 then is going to look something like, we've got Liam Kelly at 33. Feels good, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we could just go Bernab. What is second div setup? I know, Al. Tell me about it. Really good little rig, isn't it, to be fair? Really good. Coming down with a cold, I think, lads. So, sorry if I sound a little bit wheezy. Okay. That feels like a good play in there. Borja Gonzalez. Midfield, we've got 180 points, so we don't have to be too conservative here. We've got Blair Spittle. We've got not too many players to actually choose from here, to be fair, is there? Blair's set to start, I believe, isn't he? Not an easy game for them, but let's just have a little look at how that's looking for Motherwell. Yeah, he's in to start. Okay. Let's go Blair then. And then Nielsen away. Those Hanover boys haven't been, like, incredible, have they, if we're being honest? They really haven't. Moses Simon. Silla's been decent, though, hasn't he? It's a tough game, that is, though. Away to Laval. Not an easy game, that. Not an easy game, but you know what? I'm gonna back this Grotta, however we're gonna pronounce his name. Don't know how we're gonna pronounce it, but hopefully something along the lines of that. Let's get a Lafort in here then, maybe. I'd probably captain Lafort in that lineup, to be fair. They're all away, I'll be honest. George is not ideal, but you know, it's the fixtures are all still okay. I know Spittle's probably got the toughest there, but like they're still decent. Like you know, you're not massively against, up against it in that sense. I think you've got a half decent chance there. I'd go Arbila here. I know he was dodgy last week. He killed me personally, so I know exactly how it feels to own an Arbila. But let's go Enzo in there then. I don't know if we're gonna have enough for Silla. Are we? We might have to go Alvaro Jimenez. Fixture's not great, is it? Playing Tenerife. Realistically, is it? It is not great. Who could we throw into this extra position that relieves us of some pressure? Arbila's L15 is just a bit high for my liking. Can we fit Jens in? He's been decent, hasn't he? Yeah, 25 AA. Gladbach, though. Not ideal, is it, as far as fixtures go? But we might be able to back that at 48. What does 48 get us? It gets us Nielsen, who plays, but isn't incredible. Is he down to start this weekend? Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Yeah, okay. He's down to start. Let's back him. Let's give him a chance. It's not a bad 240 lineup in the end. Again, all away, but it's just how it's fallen. Second div rig's really good. I gotta be honest. I'm really impressed with the second div team, Jord. So yeah, hopefully the boys come in clutch for you, mate. We've got 2 lineups left, lads, and we'll get Quinny in, hopefully, if he's still around. We've got DDs and Chosius. Cap 240 rare, then. We've got Vasilj. It's got to be Vasilj in there, hasn't it? 270 limited, then All-Star limited, and then we've got DD. Okay, Carlos Never. Okay, Burgess, Sanchez, Hermoso. We got Bart in there. Bart could be nice. Could we fit Bart in? Hopefully, if we can get a nice cheap midfielder maybe in. This Sabritsky guy is a very good player. Good fixture as well. I'm going to probably back him. Yeah, we're backing him. We're backing him, lads. Karl Larin, Skankov. I like the look of that a lot. 96 points. Probably means we can't fit in Bart, I don't think. Unless we could. If we played Carlos Never, we actually could, couldn't we? If we go Carlos Never in here, right? Yeah, we can fit Bart in. Lads, what a rig that is, by the way. What a decent team that could look like. Where's he gone? Where's our boy gone? There he is, Bart. Big Bart. I'd captain that Sabrinsky fella. Well, actually, I'd probably captain Bart, to be honest. Much better AA. Much better AA. 270 limited then. I'm just going to get my headphones ready for when Quinny comes in. I'm going to add Quinny here. So we'll go collab cam, add source, start collab cam, copy. I'm going to send Quinny a Twitter DM. I'm going to message him saying link sent. And see if we can get the Quinn dog in. Because that would be fun to have Quinny in with us. So yeah. Siri says he's got his green card. Come to Florida anytime. I am moving in February. Oh, Siri. Massive congratulations, mate. That's huge. That is huge. How long did you have to wait, Siri, if you don't mind me asking? I understand if it's a bit of a private conversation that you don't want on YouTube, but I would massively appreciate finding out that information. So yeah, no, I'm buzzing for you, mate. Congrats. That's absolutely huge. That is absolutely huge. But yeah, what can we do for 270 then? What can we do for 270? Gustavo Hammer. We've got Alvarez, Siopis, Roman 5. We've got Maximovic. Martin Odegaard could be a nice play. Welcome to the dark side, Dan said. Dan, are you from the US as well, Dan? I really didn't know you were, Dan, to be honest, if you are. Let's play Odegaard in there. Lewan's very cheap this week. Very, very cheap. But we've got players like Griezmann who Felix. How can we play in defense? Frederick Ronau. Labrovic has the best fixture. I mean, if we're talking who has the best fixture, it's got to be. Well, I say that it could be Meret. To be fair, could go Meret Di Lorenzo. Leaves us 60. I'm from the Midlands. Moved to California, 2014. Oh, fair play, Dan. What part of California, mate? I've only ever been to San Diego personally. So yeah, we'd be interested to know, what part you moved to. But fair play, Dan. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. The more you know, eh? 64 points then, lads, for the extra position. Diego Gonzalez, Griffo. You got to back Griffo, I think. Siri says, I've been working in Miami for the last 6 years under working visa, and one company sponsored me for the green card, and green card process took like 2 years. Wow. That's insane. I didn't think I didn't think it would take that long, but that's crazy. But honestly, congratulations, Siri. That's insane. That is really, really cool, mate. I'm buzzing for you. And then, yeah, All Star Limited. Lewis says, "Can I build your lineups next?" Lou, unfortunately, lineup builds are only for members only. If you did want to become a member, it is £4 a month to join. You get lineup builds every week. You get a monthly gallery review. There's a private Discord. There's loads of perks to get involved in. The perks are all there to see if you want to. You can click join and have a look at what the perks are before, or if you want to join and become a member. But yeah, that's just kind of my sales pitch to you, Lou. So yeah, unfortunately, lineup builds are a perk of members, so I can only do them for members in that sense. Otherwise, there's no point. Not no point, but they just it kind of distorts the point of becoming a member in that sense. Dan said he's in San Fran now, mate. Was in LA for uni and a few years after. Oh, fair play, Dan. Dan, did you get married? If you don't mind me asking. Again, sorry if that's a bit too intrusive, but I'm just wondering if that was the case, or are you on a working visa in that sense, Dan? But yeah, okay. All Star limited time then. All Star limited time. Labrovic. Got to play Labrovic in All Star limited then. We have to. Got to do it. We've got Big Verge, Theo Hernandez. Otamendi's been ridiculous recently. I'm going to back Otamendi there. It's a tough fixture, but I still think I've got to back him. Ooh, Dan went to UCLA. Wow, fair play. That's so sick. That is so, so cool. Um, Roman 5 with the 58 AA. Or AA. Um, okay. Yeah, he's been decent, hasn't he? I mean, that's a good matchup for him, Roman 5. But does Brandt take precedent there? Maybe he does. Yeah, you've probably got to back Brandt, haven't you? Oh wow, Dan was only 16 when he moved out. Moved with his parents from dad's job. That's mental. That's nuts, that is. That's mad, Dan. Fair play. Uh, Chaucer says Daniel Munoz is a great shout. Yeah, isn't he? I hope he's not suspended this weekend. Wasn't there some situation where maybe he was suspended, or I swear I saw something. But yeah, Daniel Munoz is a very, very good card to play. Oh no, he's 95% on. Can we fit Daniel Munoz in? 100% we can. Let's get him in there. And then you've probably got to back Griezmann, haven't you? Let's be honest. You've probably got to back Griezmann. I'd probably captain Munoz though. Um, and that probably concludes the All Star Limited team. I'd probably go with something like that, Josias. Hope that helps, mate. And then we've got DD's to finish. I don't know whether he's in the building, but DD likes to give us his lineups late. And he says, Second Division Rare Pro looks the strongest as far as matchups go, or would you maybe put that into All Star Rare Pro? Leaning towards kickoff unique instead of Cap 240 Super with my one Super goalkeeper. Interested on your take there and an All Star Rare. So, first of all, let's decide between Second Division Rare Pro, Second Division Rare Pro, and then maybe All Star Rare Pro. So, let's see what happens there then. So, goals, we got Fafana, who's away to Bastia. We've got this Fidesz guy, who seems like a very good shout. So does Meslier, though. So does Meslier. I'd have to fancy, though, this situation. But Daniel, that's mad moving to the US at 16, mate. I honestly can't believe that. That's actually nuts. Um, that is a bit of a mad one. Right then, who have we got in midfield? We've got Stindl Super Rare, which feels like a good play this weekend. I don't mind using that. Um, Indigo Vicente has to play up front, doesn't he? Realistically, even though a tick could be a good card as well. And then Gutas. Do we go Gutas? He's been really good for City. He has, but then I'm like, has he? Like, he has been decent, but I'm not like
I'm not completely sold on him as far as scores go. So then that tells me then, like I like this team here, and then playing that a tick guy as well. Where's he to? Or even no, you got to play Hartel. Hartel's got to play. Um, I moved to Florida when I was 18 on my own without knowing any English word. What the hell? That's crazy, Siri. That's insane. Fair play though. Fair play. Dan said, "Had a very fortunate life, mate. I now complain about the weather when it's below 60 degrees." I get it though, mate. I do get it. So that would be the team, for second division. But then if we turn that into All-Star Rare Plus, it'd have to look something like this, wouldn't it? So I'm interested to know, yeah, what the Super Rare situation would be. See, I think Ethan Pinnock's a much better player or much better card, should we say, than Gutas Super Rare right now, as far as what you're going to get out of his scores. So is Singo. Um, like playing Singo in there, Singo or Pinnock, like really, I don't know, that kind of does it for me a little bit more. Um, but you've got some wicked cards here. It's so hard to fit everyone in. Hartel's on fire. You can't not play him. And then this Vicente. I mean, Atik and Vicente, they're both wicked picks, aren't they? Vicente has the better AA over the last five. It's just picking the two supers. So you either go Singo and Pinnock. Well, not both of them. You could go both if you wanted to, but like Singo's just a little bit more peaky, isn't he? I would say. And then you said you're leaning towards kickoff unique instead of cap 240. Hmm. I don't know. I just feel like Singo at home could be like really good. I'm going Singo in there, and then as my extra pick, I'm either going Pinnock or Stindl. I think I'd go Stindl. I know he hasn't been unbelievable, but I think I would back Stindl, to be honest. I don't know though. His AA is just not there. It's not to say it won't ever be there, but like I am a bit worried that like if he doesn't get the DA, you're just in the mud, aren't you? Big time. Whereas like if you go for Pinnock or if you go for like a Bruno, like you just know there's going to be a good amount of AA that comes with it in that sense. I think you've got to go something like that. I like the look of that personally. Okay, we've got Quinny. We've got Quinny. Quinny! Can you hear me? Quinny! Hopefully we can hear Quinny or Quinny can hear us. Hmm. Lads, can you hear Quinny? Quinny! We can't hear you. Can you hear us? Two goats on the same stream. I think he's on the phone a minute, so can't hear Quinny. Okay, can't hear him. Okay, we'll try and sort it out. Um, he's on the phone a minute, so I'm just conscious of that. But as soon as he's done on the phone, I'll try and bring him back in. I don't know why it's not working, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get him back. Um, okay, just looking at what we've got going on then in 240. Stindl, gotta go Veritat, haven't you? Wisa, Yeah, what do we do here? Adringa, Lino. Okay. Got 89 points left. What can we do with the rest of this situation? And Dogi could be decent. Yeah, I'll try and fit. I'm just watching him. He's still on the phone a minute, so we'll wait and see how that sort of works out for him. Hopefully, we can get him, rocking and rolling in the stream. That would be great to have Quinny in with us. But yeah, I'm just trying to work out. Zahavi scored again. That's going to annoy me even more now. I'm even more annoyed that Zahavi's just scored again. If we go Yuki Sommer in here, and then what does 46 points get us? Don't think it. Right, Quinny's. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Collabcam, properties. What about now? Lads, can you hear Quinny?
Yeah,
Can you hear me
my
now?
headphones are fine. My speaker seems fine. Fucking microphone seems fine. Can you check maybe like for collab cam what audio source you're giving it
Yeah, I've got you monitor and
or
output.
something like that? I can't hear what you're saying. Obviously, but I can see your mouse moving. Sorry.
Hmm. Can we hear Quinny in the building? Yeah, they can hear you, Quinny. That's weird. Yeah,
Oh, I'm on stream.
yeah.
Yeah. I just seen the text. Didn't know I was on stream, buddy. Sorry. Let's take my hat off.
That's all good. I just can't hear you though, which is weird.
I can't hear anything.
Hmm.
Yes, we're on stream now. Okay, cool. Are we live? Or is this like a members thing? Sorry.
Yeah, we're live.
I was watching you earlier, but I thought it finished. I can't hear anything, mate. I see we're live there. I see the two of us are there. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I can't hear you at all, mate. There's a problem with Haber. I can't remember how it got fixed. Maybe I'll go out and come back in.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't hear Quinny, to be fair. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The webcam and microphone source you select will broadcast to your guest. Maybe that changes things. Right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, buddy.
Right, okay. So what I had to change was, well, it doesn't really matter, but I changed microphone source from mic auxiliary to audio input capture.
Awesome.
That is the one.
I love it when they make it dead obvious what the thing's called.
Mate, I know. Like fucking
I'm
Morse
always praying
code.
for you to click a button and it says, change this. Just a wee button.
Yeah.
This is the bit you're looking for. Change this one round. Everything will work, but it's never there.
I know. But yeah, no, we've got 25 in here. We've been chopping away at some lineup builds, to be fair. How's your evening been, mate?
I've just been in double checking lineups. I've got I had a bit of a sweat on. I don't know how to feel about it right now, but Mark Rocca was my super rare captain last game, last card, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And a decisive puts me top 5 in the division, even right now. Jordan McGinn gets his bloody decisive off the bench, doesn't he? And he's not in the team.
Fucking hell. Of course
Just makes
he
me feel
does.
like a right idiot. But CVC Rangers' second goal, Mark Rocca should do better. And if he does better, he gets a last man tackle.
You bastard.
He's still playing centre back, which
Is he?
amazing. Yeah, but he's got a tackle. He's got a tackle and some duels locked in. So like he's not far away from maybe just one tackle, and duels are sitting at 3 positives still. So, one or two wee things happen, all of a sudden they could, just pop up a wee couple of points. So I'm not totally giving up. It's 60 minutes in, it's 2 each. when Rangers were winning 2-1, Betis were going to go to the Conference League. And now that it's 2 each, it's Rangers that will go to the Conference League.
Wow, no way.
So it's quite there's a bit of temperature in the game, no two ways about it.
Yeah. Oh, fair play, mate. Fair play.
Isco's doing his damnedest. This big Borja Iglesias, but the guy up front is pretty useless. But yeah, so I've just been checking out on the games, the results, everything that happened midweek. Obviously, seeing the last of it happen right now, and then just refining teams ahead of the Mora's deadline, really, mate. So I'm just juggling some balls. I'm actually sending Pavel a wee speculative offer. I'm really hoping to get
no way.
something I would tempt. It's not something that would. I don't want to talk about it until it goes through.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Through. But like, it'll be good banter if we get it done. I had a small delay because I was trying to just how do I send this offer, and then I just thought, fuck it, do an offer I'll accept. You know, there's one of those ones. So I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping we get that wee acceptance, and then obviously we had the wee audio glitch in that there, and I've got my hat off.
Is it super rare bound? Is it rare bound? Can we know that much
Rare.
or rare bound?
Rare.
Okay, yeah,
Rare.
Okay.
Rare. It's a spicy one. It's a good fun one. Hopefully, it's a good deal for all involved, and hopefully Roca gets a wee double locked up, gets a wee jammy. Like he's still on his centre back, right? It's 2 each. Rangers are going to the Conference League. They were staying in the Europa League, winning the group. If they beat Betis, they win the group, which is great.
Yeah.
Mess around and all the rest of it. And Rangers love the Europa League. It just turns out. So he's going to get opportunities to maybe get our last man tackle because he is like the last line of defence. The other centre back is Pizzella. He's not that fast either.
Yeah.
And they're just targeting him because they're slow in retreat, you know. So there's a wee situation there that on a flicky night might be a last man tackle, but it definitely wasn't. So yeah, like I'm not giving up on it, but when it goes, Rangers have scored 2, could have got a jammy, well earned last man tackle early on. I just coming off the bench already doing that. I'm just like, this isn't my night. It just doesn't feel like it's going to come in. But those wee defensive stats give me a little bit of hope to hang on to.
100%. I get that. Where are you actually sitting in that competition?
Like 18th or something like that, I think.
Okay.
Now. So I'm like 6 points off of a tier 3, which is like where it gets like, oh, cool, I won something this week. You know, I'm in a tier 4 spot now, which is just like, okay, 25th I am at the exact moment. 12 points now off of, somebody else must be racking up some points against me. It's now 12 points to get to the good bits.
Yeah.
And 36 points, which I would need for a decisive. 36 to 40 points is top 10 to top 5 range.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so if a decisive flips in, you're into the money and the top end of T3, which, you know.
Which is nice.
Rangers making 2 subs. So, yeah, they're going for it. Rufin Matondo, pace. They're targeting my man. They're targeting my man. Mark Roca, last man tackle. We need you. Goal line clearance, we'll take any of it. Assist the goal even better, but centre back unlikely.
I got my Aberdeen pickings wrong tonight. I thought Leighton Clarkson probably plays. Didn't go with Duke, and I didn't know Miovski had a knock on the weekend. Obviously got his DA, so I would have won the threshold if I'd have played a Duke over Clarkson, which is frustrating, obviously.
They totally threw the towel in, I heard, in terms of the team they listed.
Yeah, but they ended up winning somehow, didn't they?
Did they? I didn't even check.
Yeah, they won 2-0.
Wow, against Frankfurt.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I know, mental, isn't it? They literally beat them 2-0, which is actually mental, yeah, honestly.
Oh, Roca, what a ball.
Ooh,
what a ball.
Kevin Trapp got injured, by the way.
Oh.
Half time. Wow, I didn't know that.
I kind of like that if he gets an injury dip, because I'm going to be making a video on my channel and I don't know how to kind of frame it or name it or whatever. I was thinking like something, because it's like a YouTube video, like, is your goalkeeper good enough or something? And then talk to the guys that I like that are just like, when I come on to Sorare, like just like goalkeepers that, you know, what makes a good one? And some of them are all right, some of them aren't. And Trapp is always, when I look at the Bundesliga, he's just the first goalkeeper I think, yeah, I would just take him. You know what I mean? Like through, and I would take him. So I've not had one in a wee while. So yeah, if he's got a wee injury, I hope he's all right. But wee injury discount.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Just had a little trade, well, not trade offer, but I just had an offer on a MLS card that I own.
Oh, nice.
little.
I can't see the live chat, by the way, so I'm going to go and open something so that I can.
No worries. It hasn't really been popping off recently. Like since you come in, they all just said they can hear you now. To be fair, so
Awesome.
yeah, it
That's
looks
good.
like you're.
Well, we're just sitting chilling. This is kind of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is me watching the game. So normally it's on the thing I can zoom the camera in. You don't see the sides. So I had to wrap it up because it's got some names on it. I think that are. I don't think Bragg runs anymore, so I tried to get as much of that off as I could. And is Mega still running? Sorare Mega? I'm not so sure it is.
I don't know. I don't think it is it? Don't
Yeah.
think
So
so.
I just thought some of these I'll just try and like minimize them a bit, kind of zoom in a bit on it.
Have
But
you
when I'm on this camera, you see that now. It's
Yeah,
smaller.
yeah.
I've pulled it in.
Have you are you putting in a lineup for that 270 rewards box situation in limited, or you're not bothering?
Nah, I'm using my limited keeper for rare 220. That's actually one of the things when I was listening to you earlier. I don't know if you did this over 2 streams or 1, and I somehow disconnected at some point. But
Yeah.
when I was listening to you earlier, I thought, you know what, I really need to double check is how am I doing in the 220s, because
Oh, that
for
was
this week.
my my road to glory. Maybe I did put
No,
up a
I
video
don't.
earlier.
No, I think you were just building lineups and stuff for people, but
Okay, yeah, yeah.
you were just talking about competitions and building lineups and stuff. I see, I
Uh-huh.
don't remember, but I just thought, oh, I've not actually checked. How am I doing now after a couple more scores are in? And what should I be taking seriously? And like the rare one, I'm touching the top 1,000. I'm 1099 on the
Okay.
leaderboard at the moment,
Yeah.
and none of my scores are over 300, which is all
Wow.
right.
Okay. Yeah, that's decent.
So like if I have another good week or two, I don't think there's much left to go in it, but. One big result. I'm in a good position to springboard, I think, maybe. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
um,
No, don't mind that.
so I thought, yeah. So I'll keep my limited keeper for rare 220 because if I can just get 1 week where, boom, like last week, like if I look at my limited 220 scores, I had Ramsdale once, but otherwise I had Angus Gunn in all of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I had Ramsdale twice, Gunn twice. Gunn
DD
got
just said that
on.
Inacio
There you
got
go.
2 goals off the bench in 25 minutes. What the?
Or there's a goal
Jesus
check here for
Christ.
Betis. Betis scored from a corner and it's getting checked. They've given Rangers the goal kick, but they're checking it. See if it should be a goal.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
kind of missed the
Inacio.
action there. Let's see it again. Front post header. Oh, it's not Roca. Roca's just behind him. Oh, maybe an OG. Or, who's that on the line? Jose Perez. Don't know what they're trying to check here. Oh, they're saying it's a goal, maybe? Oh, I think the ref's going to pick up the ball and say, "Go Betis."
No way.
Handball? No. Goal review. Handball. Free kick. Oh, okay.
Handball.
Yeah. Handball against Jose Perez. That's so weird. I've never seen that be the outcome where they check it and they go, it's not actually a goal kick, it's actually a free kick for handball. And they change kind of like the negative out, or the
Yeah, yeah. Why it could? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
the outcome of the thing, which is fair and proper, I suppose. Bet's making some changes, which is good fun. But yeah, so I'm quite optimistic, and the super rare one as well. I'm quite a number of points off of the places.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a decent team going into it regardless. But I'm hoping if I get this trade across, I can maybe it will kind of have a knock-on effect because I'll maybe just change some of the fringe teams I'll play just because a guy will go away in a trade, and as a consequence, then I got 5 starters into that team, and I'm swarmed with injuries right now. Like
really, yeah.
See, at super rare level, like a lot of the stuff we're talking about now on content, like on these channels, Sorare data, all the, everyone is kind of mainly looking at this stuff at the moment. It's about how many, how big a squad do you need for 220, for 240, for 220, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when it's moving up scarcities. And like, I've got like the thick end of 40 outfielders. It's super rare, like non-American as well, non-Asian. I don't have any of them. And like the injuries are racking up big time, and you always need one more guy. Like it doesn't matter how many you have, that's the answer. You need one more.
Yeah. You could always do with one more. Yeah, I'd attest to that for sure. 100%. 100%. I'm actually doing pretty well in the Super 220. I'm 60th right now, which is decent. and that one score is only 177, which is live like right now in this game week. So I'm looking to better that this weekend, and then that'll be sort of my final four then, hopefully, score-wise. And Spitic has just come off the bench, which is going to help me in that 220, which is really, really nice, actually. That's really handy.
That is good.
Yeah, that 25 points is going to make a bit of a difference. Siri says, Harry, check this kid's name. Petar Susic from Dynamo. I watched this kid at Bosnian youth team. I think great player he is. Let's have a look. Is he on Sorare right now? Yeah, he is. Petar Susic. Okay. 20 years old. Decent L5. So he's been playing. Wow. CDM. Some really good scores there. Just coming into the side. 26 AA, 20 AA, 20 AA. Okay.
Rocker's got a BCM against him.
No way.
I must have missed it. Aye. I must have missed it somehow, like through the game. I don't know when it happened.
Yeah.
Never checked his attacking column till right now. I just thought I'd have a glance. I was like, oh, BCM. Could have had... Rocker could have been a one-man wrecking ball tonight. Last man tackle on a goal.
100%.
Right now, the group is... Wow, Sparta Prague are in Betis. Oh, it's so tight, man. So tight, this group. Sparta Prague are leading the group on 10 points on goal difference now currently. So Betis will need to play an extra game, an extra round of games.
Oh, wow.
So they want to win this game and finish top.
Yeah.
Isco's just broke the 80-point mark. And he needs Rocker to do something, man. At least he's getting involved in both sides of the game. You know, just need one of them to come off.
Just need something, yeah. Just need something. Anything cooking on the... Didn't Saka sell earlier, the unique?
Pranksy took it, yeah.
Did he? What did he pay for it? 40s, 50s? Yeah,
oh,
48.
I don't know. I've just seen the tweet.
48 grand.
Celebration uniques or something else, isn't they?
Yeah. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Charlie Dunbar bought a celebration Mamardashvili, who he told me in the chat was the floor card.
Right. As in, like, it was the cheapest.
Aye, it was the cheapest one on the market, and it was a celebration 3D.
How much did he pay for that then? Let's have a little look. Oh, yeah. Charlie Dunbar, yeah. 23 hours ago. I don't know, it's a nice card, but as a goalkeeper, I don't know, it's still cool, but
it's a cool one as well. He's got the mad gun and the glove and all that. He's going for it. Goalkeepers, there's nothing fun about them. So at least when guy drops an 80, he looks extra badass.
Yeah, I get it.
A baddie, you know, save a penalty or get an assist, you know.
No, I get that. I can, I can vouch for it, for sure.
Especially if it's the cheapest one on the market.
I mean, yeah, why not? If you're in the market for him, then yeah, fucking hell, why not at all? Why not?
Yes, I thought it was a doozy. I really like the celebration cards. I've not got one yet, but I don't think. No, I don't. I like them, but I'm hoping a few of them come out in rewards. But you need to get into the top bits to even think about that. Yeah. It's all good players for the most part.
Yeah, it'd be tough to see them giving out, wouldn't it? I can't really see them flogging or just not flogging them, because obviously they will probably end up selling for more than the usuals do, right? So
yeah, maybe they'll state it when it's in the prize pool, like celebration special weekly, and it's like one Premier League celebration cards, and they'll maybe save one of each, a copy of each guy, maybe, or 2 copies of each guy, depending on the scarcity or something.
100%. Raoul's just joined. Raoul, what's going on, mate?
Raoul.
What a name.
Great
name. Great name. Reece Healy. I saw him in Nando's last week.
Nice. Who's that? Sorry.
Reece Healy. He was at Toulouse.
Nice.
Yeah, he played for
seen him in Nando's. Chilling out.
He used to play for Cardiff, so I think his bird's from here, basically. So
it's just for every footballer takes birds, isn't it? Nando's.
I think so. Yeah, it's cheap and cheerful, isn't it? Cheap and cheerful.
Bit of Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's. Can't go
Cheeky
wrong.
Nando's.
There's a Julian Araujo unique on
Ooh, that
on
sounds
the
like a bit of
market.
Harry trades.
It does in a
You
way,
got a
doesn't
wallet?
it? I do, yeah. I do have a bit of a wallet, to be fair. I love how they auction him after the 100 that he dropped last week, by the way. Which yeah, of course,
Totally
but
on brand.
yeah,
Here we go.
on brand,
Oh
isn't it?
no.
Rangers
I think workout
3-2.
is it? I'm behind you then.
Well, Raul have just said that in the chat. Sorry if I've ruined anything. But Daniel Cooper says, do you lads have any lowish L15s but nailed on keeper that you'd recommend? Starting to look for my Cat 240 rare team. We could have a little look into the pick scores maybe. I mean, it's obviously only going to show us the best for this weekend, obviously, but like
I've been playing Angus Gunn and Vasilj in various 220s. Marshall has been the 240 all season, but he's now just hit over 50 because he's at a bit of form.
yeah, I saw that with
So
Marshall. A load of boys in my members have him, so I'm always seeing him. He's like L15's like 50 odd now, isn't it?
yeah, here is Rangers. Goldson across the face of goal from a corner. Someone Matondo slips and falls, and then Kemar Roof comes off the line to turn around and smash it in. It must be onside because I'm behind. The goal must be given. Wouldn't be surprised if it was offside because he did come back from the goal line to get on the ball and shoot and score into the empty net. But yeah, 3-2 to the Rangers.
I
Funny
think
sponsor tonight.
Vasilj could be a decent shout. I know you like him, Quinny, but I was just sort of talking about what Daniel was talking about then, and low L15 keepers who are nailed. I mean, they've got 5 home games in the next. Sorry, 5. 4 home games in the next 6 fixtures. Was he 240 quid 3-day average? I don't know what you could actually get him for right now, but L15 of 43 seems low for a team. They're top of the league, right? Or at least top 2, top 3.
Yeah, and amongst it for sure.
Yeah, they're big time in there. They're up
2.
there. He could be a decent shout. Decent shout. Problem is, they do have a bit of a gap now, though. Like after this weekend, there's like 10 game weeks where they miss.
Yeah.
German second division. So, Stiri says cheap options, obviously in the Turkish league. There's definitely, the fact that they're back now next midweek. I assume people won't be as scared to dive back into the Turkish market now because of
definitely not.
League's back. Gunok, Babakan, Taskiran, 3 options there. The series suggested. So Daniel, have a little look at them. To be fair, they could be. I know the name of Gunok. I don't know the other 2 to be fair, but we can definitely have a little. Look at them. Why not? Taskiran. Am I spelling that right? No break for Turkish league either. Yeah, very true. So Babakan,
Deal done, Harry.
Deal done.
Deal done. Pavel accepted.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in to sniff around your gallery.
Let me know what you think.
See what's going on. Let's have a look. See cards. Let's see if it's been. Oh, Christopher. Oh, that is tasty to go with the Forsberg. Ooh,
and Angelino Guardiol camp over the Gotta Be gang already.
Okay. I was just going to say, 2% collection bonus. You definitely have to have a few guys for that. Okay, that's really interesting.
3%'s about to happen now. I've got that.
Okay, that's really tasty. Tenas, basically Tenas straight swap, effectively, right? Basically.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
I thought, Tenas is a wee bit punchy in price,
Yeah, that's a good.
Who can I get? Who can I get?
Well, he's only going to go back down in price, isn't he? Really, if obviously Donnarumma, going to play after the suspension. Is it only 1 game suspension or is it 3?
I don't know. I think he might play this weekend or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Keeps his price, but real for Pavel, which is fine. Maybe Pavel sells him, and then everyone's a winner.
That's a big card though, that Nkuku, by the way. Obviously, DMP right now. L15 of 0 type of thing, which is nice. But mate, that's like obviously it's Premier League, so it's not going to be as easy for him in the as it would be in the Bundesliga. But what a player! If Chelsea can get him going, Jesus Christ!
I'm buzzing for it.
Yeah,
Huge Nkunku fan. I couldn't have got that card when he was at Leipzig. He was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So expensive, but it's good. It feels like he's at the bottom. When I found him at that price, I was like, "Oh, this just feels perfect, man. Please." That's why I was just like I said before I came on with you tonight. I was like, "Oh, just get this offer over."
Especially for a goalkeeper that's not going to play. Like, you just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
I guess the screen, everyone on the screen can see the deal. I don't need to explain it for anyone or anything. Yeah. So that Kvankara, I really like him, and I won him recently. He's not really worth that much, and I don't really need him. Like, so it's just another wee thing. Helps me keep a wee bit more ETH in my wallet, and then give Pavel his wee bit of change just to go on, Pavel. Just accept it. Just fucking.
I've seen you bought a couple of rares recently, Mickey Yaman and Moussa Dembele.
So I was thinking when I was hearing all the MLS off-season chat and all the rest of it, I was thinking I was quite happy with my rare lineups and stuff like that. I don't want to buy more MLS. I don't want to go and get an MLS. I don't want to have an off-season team. I have a collection I've already bought, and I'm in with it now. But I do have some kicker cards. Ladero, I think, is kind of dying off as a card, essentially. You know, he might stay in the league another year, but he's not the same guy anymore. He was only a recent reward. But also I've got Gold, I've had Russell, I've had other guys over the years like Tokens and Gutmans and Miles Robinsons and Barcos and Zellerayans and all the rest of them. And I did feel like I could probably do just topping it up a little bit, but I want to do it within my collection sphere. Yeah. And I don't want to do too much. I just want to enhance the team that's there already in case NYC are as dog shit again as they were last year because they're keeping the same coach. So I can't hold out that much faith for improvement unless the transfers are sick.
Yeah.
So I thought anyway, Harry, I'm going to get Mickey Yaman because I just know he's going to play for Kawasaki till he's 40 at this point. And he's like, he does 70 every week. If he doesn't do 70, he does 62. You know, it's one of those ones. He's just steady Eddie. And then he get linked to LA Galaxy. And I was like, just buy him. You know, just buy him. So it's not I need to trade him for an older season one because I'm almost at 3% with that Kawasaki, but only 2 cards before your man came in anyway.
Yeah.
With the Tanaka and the Hitati I've got as first owners. Unfortunately, Hitati isn't a first owner anymore because I sold him and then bought him back when he moved to Celtic. So that was a kind of, seen a rumour and bought him. I was going to buy him anyway, even if he stays in Japan. That's kind of what I was going to get him for, but I didn't want him to move to MLS and his price move on me. And then with Dembele, I get sent a really bullshit link that he was going to be linked to Turkey in the January window. Okay. And I didn't even look into it, but I just went and looked at him and he was 20 quid. I was like, I don't even care if it's, I don't even care. You know, I was just like, I'll just buy him. He's the same season as my Memphis Depay. So when he hits 90 days, him and Memphis are 1 point better off for it, you know?
Love that.
So 20 quid, Red X cards. It's just like, why not? And Forsberg, like as soon as I kind of wanted to buy so Nkunku has been on my radar to get into this like gallery for a little while, a bit of midfield reinforcement, I've been calling it. And I thought, I really do support Leipzig. I really, really do like them. And Forsberg, Poulsen, Campbell, there's a lot of guys in that collection that are like Leipzig legends. And that season, I'll need to double check, but I'm pretty sure they won the cup or it was the semi-final of the Champions League or something. But that season that they're in, and I've got a rookie for first owner cards on a few of them. Some good points built up. So anyway, I kind of thought, I'll probably go around and get a Forsberg and I'll get a Poulsen. I've already got a Campbell. But then when the Red Bull New York link came out maybe about a month ago or something, I was just oh crap. This is I should have bought him when I first thought of it. It's got a wee bit more expensive now. And honestly, see anyone who's downplaying it, they just don't get it, man. But he will kill MLS, Forsberg.
I'd be so shocked if he doesn't. I'd be very shocked.
It'll be assault, like genuinely. Like it should be kind of Carlos Hill levels of AA potential. He will be taking. I can't see he doesn't take every set piece under the sun for them, every meaningful one certainly. And he's going there to like be the disciple of Red Bull, you know, and get that franchise back on its feet. I was saying in my group chat, I wouldn't be surprised if in a season or two the likes of Campbell and Poulsen did go on and join them there because, you know, with Messi power, you know, Red Bull are going to want a decent team in that league. Yeah, you know,
and they're owned by the same, like it's Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the same sort of conveyor belt. So that's obviously why Forsberg has gone there in that sense. It's probably an easy transition as far as like,
Same style of
club's
play.
philosophy. Yeah, it's all the same. Like Brighton have just scored apparently. That's massive for Motterdance. I think he's got a bet on. I think he mentioned
he's
it.
doing the whole like, well, what's that? It's one of those branches of Christianity. I think it's Mormons or maybe the Jehovah's, but one of them go around as missionaries. I don't know if you've ever encountered this in your life.
I know our missionaries. Yeah.
So they go around and do missionaries or whatever. Forsberg is the Red Bull missionary. He's going to New York as the elite European Red Bull guy. And like, this is the standard of training. This is the standard to get to Europe.
Yeah, he's going to lift the whole sort of setup big time.
Yep. And they've got a new manager called Schwartz.
I saw that today.
He's a good Bundesliga manager, like a firm, like if he got the Gladbach job or something, like he's a good guy, he's all right. So
100%
can only be better than what they've had. So I think, I'm not supporting him or anything like that, but I'm happy to have the Forsberg, and I think he'll be like Gold, he'll be like Gill, he'll be like Zella, he'll be like the rest of them.
Oh yeah, I'd be so shocked if he wasn't. I really would.
And well, we cheeky collection bonus, bring it on. So I've got your man, I've got Forsberg. The last piece of the puzzle, I don't mind sharing because it's all friends here, is a Celtic Giacomakis. I need another forward to kind of hold because I've only really got Ladero and NYC guys, which NYC guys forward card options is like crap, non-existent. And Johnny Russell, as much as I love him, he's just not a 100% attendance guy anymore. It's just the way it is. So. Mm-hmm. A wee bit of GG to bolster the ranks. Gets the collection bonus as well, and blah, 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 just fits in. It's kind of like buying MLS without buying MLS for me.
100%. No, I love that. I love that a lot. Fair play, mate.
So that's like 3 legacy collections. I didn't really mean the Yaman one. I took him as an Asia card anyway. Mm-hmm. But it's quite cool how I've got 3 legacy collections, like topping up my NYC collection, kind of, SO5 wise.
No, I like that. Fun. It's all integrated and intertwined, probably is the better word to explain it. But yeah, no, I love that. I love that a lot.
And in Kunku, I'm so made up about that. That's just I think when he comes back for Chelsea, like he can lift them into European spots. Like I think that's how good he is, obviously. And like when you see Chelsea, like the big problem is they're playing Mudryk or who on that other side of attack.
Nobody basically. Yeah.
When you've got him on it, man, he'll be world class. Like I've got no 2 doubts about it.
I agree. It's hard to fit them all in, but yeah, if he's fit, he plays. There's just no way about it. Like no 2 ways about it. Sorry, he's just that class above. I think as far as like you'll just link midfield and attack so much easier. And like,
do you think they might play him in that Conor Gallagher role in front of Bissouma and Enzo?
I think you need to be able to run. I'm not saying he can't run, but like. Defensively, I worry that he doesn't really have the defensive traits that I would, the Conor Gallagher possesses in that 10 role. Like he's so athletic. Where in Cuckoo's, you just want him 1-on-1 with players. You know what I'm saying, and coming inside and just finding the near post or just wrapping one back. Like you want him in and around the box in the final third. I don't think he really does much defensively for you, does he? I'm not saying he can't do it, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't think. Like I don't know. It's tough because. There's a lot of good, like, I know, I'm not saying Mudryk's a good player, but like you've just got so many players who can like fit into these positions and intertwine. It's hard unless somebody's like on fire at Chelsea, like Cole Palmer is like for now, let's say, or was. You can't drop him. So like I think once Nkuku starts flying, like he's just not going anywhere, is he? Basically, is kind of how I see that happening. As long as Chelsea are kind of in a good position because injuries right now are obviously killing them, really, aren't they? No goalkeeper, Reece James, like it's just fucking chaos.
Aye, I don't want to be following Chelsea, but Nkunku's the man.
Oh no, big time. He really is.
So I'm on Discord now doing a bit of a
wheeling and dealing here.
Yeah, nah, I don't think it's going to happen. An unreachable on Discord, bugger man. Tell you what I was going to do, Harry. I wanted to try and make a deal for the Nkunku jersey mint from that season.
Okay,
the guy's got it. The guy's got it for sale all the time. I just wanted to trade him and pay him money, but he's only accepting money. And I thought I'll just reach out to his Discord. Alas, the Discord isn't accepting friend requests right now. So I don't know how else you can reach out to him if you can't send him that wee
Any
friend
Twitter?
request thing.
No Twitter?
Nah, nothing. I wonder if I see him on Sorare or something. Can I message search from user? Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you can get around that, to be fair.
Yeah, you can't. I think this is when it's the we need a chat system.
I know. Tell me about it.
Imagine we had one of them.
Yeah, that would change things, I think, big time.
Grr. So see with it's really funny. I've just brought that up because as I've been just going through that Discord there, trying to reach out to that guy. I have 2 pending message requests on Discord. If one user if someone listening has sent it in, then I'll give him a response here, I suppose. But it's mben10 and Francois B, right? But both of them, basically, they've made offers for cards that I'm just not going to sell,
Right.
and
Okay.
or they've tried to make me like a rubbish trade offer. I had this with a guy as well who started messaging me. It was after my Skorupski. These guys are after different people, but the pre-typed message I've been selecting recently is I don't want to sell him. I'm playing him in a lineup.
Got you. Yeah.
And that's like Sorare is one of the cards in question this time, Skorupski before. And it's like, I play this guy in a lineup. That's kind of what I'm trying to tell you. This guy's in a team for me. Like, it's not happening, And anyway, one of these Discord requests says, "Oh, it's the end of the game week now." Like,
that's funny. So he has to be available.
But the card he's talking about is a DNP merchant. Oh, so is he talking about that whole America thing, right?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned to you before one of the deadline shows. I can't remember if we were actually on live or not, but I got a jersey mint super rare for Girona right after I got that signed jersey redeemed, and it was a number 2 Espinoza, and he's number 2, and somebody was selling it. I just went to that collection tab and it was listed for 25 quid, and I was just like, fuck it, use that. It's been announced, I think it's basically confirmed, he's going to be moving to Colombia now. He's going to be playing for Atletico Nacional, and I think they're like the big team in Colombia, and he's like a European-based centre-back, going back home, should be a 70 merchant if you're lucky, and that's the guy he's talking about. So he's a DNP merchant, and he sent me an offer for 30 quid for him or something, seeing I paid 25. And I've said to him, no, I'm going to play him in a team. That's what I think I'm saying to him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, it's a new game week now. And it's like, no, you don't get it. He's staying here. He's in the team, He's in the team.
And Ben said he was after your Soria, apparently.
So, yeah, he was after Soria. Somebody else was after Skorupski. That guy was after whoever I was talking about there, Espinoza, his name is. But Soria, Soria's just like in the club. He's just staying. For Soria, you need to give me something like mad, like Mignan, or something like that. Like you would need to give me somebody like way better, like for me to want to do that. Because goalkeepers, and it's kind of that the video I referenced earlier is probably a big part of that, what will be in that. But like goalkeepers for me are a fucking. I'm looking at this game now. Rui Silva for Betis, 5.8 points he's on.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like goalkeepers are just torture, man. You can't a good one. You can't pay enough for a good one.
100%. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So when you've got a guy that you're, especially super rare, it's just even harder.
Tough. Yeah, 100%.
You've got a guy you're just married to. I'm just not, like, it needs to be mad. Like, make a mad offer and maybe you've got me, but like outside of that, you'll probably get somebody else at a better offer for you. That's kind of where I'm at, because I'm only biting it mad.
100%. Right, I think I'm going to end the stream.
My players as budgets. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
sorry, no, you're fine. I was just going to say. Yeah. I was just going to say we've been going nearly 3 hours. To be fair, decent stream. And Ben says, "Tell me about it," referring to the goalkeeper chat.
Yeah, I can imagine, mate.
But no, it's been a fun one, lads. Obviously, me and Quinny will definitely be streaming tomorrow, 1:00 UK time for the deadline stream. So that'll be fun.
Plugged in and ready to go.
It's been a pleasure tonight, lads. Quinny, thank you for joining me. I will
Pleasure.
send the screenshots of the lineup builds in the Discord, lads. So for those you just don't want to scroll back, I completely get it. And yeah, that'll be it, lads. So have a good night, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.